All right, welcome back to another episode of the Boxing Podcast. We have a special guest with us today, Jay Boost.
Jay Boost.
Jay Boost.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Everybody's got to know Jay Boost. If you follow Jackrabbits, he's a
If you've been to
face.
Jackrabbits, you know who he is.
You know who Jay Boost is. He's one of the trainers here at Jackrabbits. So
Yeah.
there.
You can find me on the JAY_BOOST700.
And that's on Instagram.
So we're gonna do this
That's on
episode
Instagram.
in reverse order because we always do it at the end. Not
Yeah.
like.
That's all right.
Okay.
So Jay Boost, how long have you been training? How long have you been training people at Jackrabbits?
I say I started 2016, but I was in a transitional home, like a halfway house. So I wasn't able to be there on like a regular basis because I had like groups and stuff to go to.
Right. Meetings and things.
Meetings and stuff. So I came back like around the summer this year, 2019. Yeah.
Right on.
So that was when you were in that transitional house. That was part of the requirements there. Or?
Yes. Well, yeah, you can say that. Was get my life back in order.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from coming.
So I don't know. I mean, I know you're from the gym. We just chat about working out and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly what you're referencing. And
Yeah.
would you like
Yeah,
go back and tell us your
let's
story
start.
from
How
the
do you get into boxing? We'll start there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Holyfield is my favorite boxer, favorite weight boxer, and my auntie Cindy, she's a big Holyfield fan, and around the early '90s,
Yeah.
Holyfield was like the man.
Evander's a man.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield was the man, and he was a buff, athletic guy, looking guy, and a handsome guy in the women. So my auntie would order the fights, and her friends would come, and I'm her favorite nephew, so I'd be always over there, and I'd be always watching this fight, and I'd be like, man, Holyfield warrior. Mm-hmm. And I was a fighter as a kid. I came out the womb fighting, and I was into wrestling and stuff like that. Wrestling was big at the time, and I was a very aggressive kid. So I tried to imitate the wrestlers and the boxers, and Holyfield was the main one. Mm-hmm. They got me into paying attention to boxing. But Roy Jones was the one that got me to want to box, to actually pursue of being a boxer, you know. Because Roy Jones had the finesse, the swagger, the style, and how the way he fought.
Most explosive fighter ever, probably.
And how the way he fought out of love, and he had this punch I to do as well, called a counter left hook, where you step back and the fighter draws himself in, you step back and catch him with the left hook, and I to love that punch. And I was like, we kind of do the same punch. So that's kind of like, got me into him.
So what age did you make it into the gym for the first time?
I was 11 years old. I'm from Inglewood, California, and my neighborhood is considered like North Inglewood, and we had a boxing gym inside of a park called Rogers Park, and that was like the only boxing gym in Inglewood, and the boxing gym sits right in the basketball court. So as the kids, we go in the gym and play basketball, and then all you hear is the bells and the punching bags. And the boxing gym sits behind the curtain. So I was like, around this time, I'm into boxing. So I looked behind the curtain, and we had a coach there named Coach Don Dinkin. And, we was looking, and I seen kids sparring. And I was like, I want to spar, He said, you want to spar? She said, come up in here. So I came up in there. I got the headgear on, got the gloves. First day. and I got tired. First round, I got tired. But the kid was a little more experienced than I was, but I gave him a good fight. And from there on, I just started coming to practice.
How many years did it take you to have your first bout?
I say within 3 months.
Okay,
I was
so
11 years old.
Ripping and running already.
Yeah, within 3 months, I had my first amateur boxing match. I lost to a kid I was watching turn out to be an amateur sensational. which is Daniel Livingston. I lost him in my first amateur fight, and I was kind of down as a kid. My confidence kind of went down, and I came back, I'd say probably like 6 or 7 months later, and I had 2 more amateur fights with two Hispanic kids, and I won. And then I kind of fell off boxing. I started growing, and as a kid, you get into different things, and basketball was the big sport in Inglewood at the time, and all my friends was playing basketball, so I kind of like followed suit, and I was good at basketball as well. I was like an all-around athlete. Mm-hmm. I played Pop Warner football for Inglewood Seminoles. I played baseball. I didn't really like that sport, but I played just because it was just something to do. And I played basketball, and I boxed because I like to fight.
Mm-hmm. You never played football though?
I played football.
Okay.
I played Pop Warner.
Yeah, Pop Warner football.
Played Pop Warner football for Inglewood Seminoles. From when I was 9 years old to about 11. I stopped because of boxing. Because I was playing basketballs, I was playing football, and I was playing baseball on the side. And then my mom told me, she's like, well, you can't be playing all these sports. One of them got to go. Mm-hmm. And boxing was brand new, and I liked it. And football was good. I liked football, but I let football go so I can box. Yeah.
And you ended up being the California state champ, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many years is that away from when that happened, when you're 11?
Well, I stopped boxing in junior high. I said like around 12, maybe beginning of 13. I stopped boxing and started kind of playing basketball more. So all through high school, I was not boxing. I was more into girls, playing basketball. I was fighting, and the gangs and the cliques and school cliques and gangs started getting more. I was more involved in that stuff. I was involved in that stuff to junior high, but in high school kind of grew more into it more.
Took over more
of my time, so I let go of boxing, and I got back into boxing when I was say 17, the end of my 12th grade year. I got back into boxing, and I had my boxing match till I was like 18. My next amateur boxing match I was about 18.
So pretty large
So
gap
a
there.
little gap there.
From a kids to straight up, and you're in the adult.
But you still had that mindset where you had that love for boxing. You wanted to get back into it.
Yeah, because I had a friend. His name was Stuart, and we called him Stu. And me and was pretty close when I was in high school. And we was watching a boxing match. We were watching I think Vernon Forrest. No, it wasn't Vernon. It was Vernon Forrest versus
Shane Mosley?
Shane Mosley. I think it was the first one, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was the fight before that. But I remember that fight. He was like, man, you should take boxing more serious, man. Get into boxing. He said, you got the swagger. You know what I'm saying? You can fight. You know what I'm saying? You might as well get back into it.
Now were you fighting in the streets? Or?
I was fighting in the streets.
Okay.
And I was undefeated in the streets. Like, nobody can really see me in the street because I had the boxing.
Mm-hmm.
The boxing,
acumen.
Yeah, boxing knowledge.
Background.
Yeah, so, a guy that's right-handed, squaring up like they southpaws.
Right.
I can see all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the knowledge I had, the average street fighter, a kid didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, I was beating up grown men, too. I was hitting pretty hard. Like, around 16, 17, 18, so I was...
How much were you weighing at this time, you think?
$160.
Okay.
I was 6'3" though. I stopped growing. I'm 6'3" now. I became 6'3" like around there. I'm like 17, 16, late 16, 17. I'm about 6'3". $160. So I started back boxing amateur middleweight at 165. And I was pretty tall. I was like tall in my weight class.
Now, I know that you got put onto a set, right?
Yeah.
You're in a gang. How old were you when that happened? And where's that fall into?
Technically speaking, I never got put on neighborhood power rule.
You never got put on?
I never got put on.
Can you explain what that means?
I never got jumped on.
Jumped in?
Yeah.
No, I never got jumped on.
Okay.
See, how this happened was that we had a clique in my neighborhood, like a kid clique. We was between the ages of 9 and 13. And we was
started by some of the kids the same age?
Some of the kids, we used to ride bikes.
Right.
It's called West Side Riders. We used to ride bikes, and we hung in the neighborhood power rules hood, and we were the kids of the neighborhood. So the older kids that was joining the gang, the older guy that was from the gang was calling us the baby neighborhood pyros. And
is the set called Neighborhood Pyros?
Neighborhood Pyro.
Okay.
And I was like the shot caller of the baby clique.
Was you the biggest one out of all of them?
I was like the biggest one.
And you're winning those street fights.
And the 11 in your boxes.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. So
made you the de facto shot caller.
Yeah, so my name is Jay Knockout. That was my street name.
That's a hell of a rep to live up to at a young age.
Yeah, Jay Knockout. You know what I'm saying? And I had a homeboy that's rest in peace right now. Her name is Rose Mo, but her name is Joma Rose Mo. He was boxing at the time, and he was part of our clique. You know, and a lot of us that was like head of the little clique never actually really got put on the gang because we was like the stars of the clique, and we kind of just grew into the neighborhood. And
it was a seamless transition where there was no question whether or not are we gonna jump them in, is he gonna get in,
because
you got considered in, put in work.
Yeah, we had followers. You know what I'm saying? Like we came with other kids. They had to get put on, but we had, I guess, proven ourselves to the community that we were tough and rough. So like why get put on?
Plus they probably didn't want to put you on because you were already Jay Knockout. So
and then
they
on top of that,
didn't feel necessary.
The kids I grew up with, I could beat them up. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be a fade. You know what I'm saying? Like if they knew they had a chance of winning, they not a risk because I can fight. You know what I'm saying? So those are the kids that don't have to put me on anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then, you know, and I never had I never showed being scary or the hood word as being like a yee. That's considered like a buster or a punk. We use the word yee, you know, it's like a yee or something like that. So I was considered one of those, so I had to prove myself to be from the gang. I was already self-proven. Basically. And
so you're young and you're active in the gang. We know that you had 40 amateur fights.
Yeah.
And at what age do you turn pro?
I turned pro at 21 years old. I was 21 when I turned pro. And I fought amateurs from 2002 to 2004. Good 2-year run, and I turned pro in 2005. I was 21 years old, and after my first pro fight, I had my first pro fight in Hollywood, and I can't remember the place, but I was the main event. Yeah, a 4-rounder. I was the main event, and celebrities was there, such as like Martin Lawrence. Vin Diesel, Kim Wheatley.
You know Martin boxed at the Crunk.
Yeah. I got you to meet Martin. Martin was the front row.
Right.
And
did you get pictures with them at least?
Not to get no pictures with them.
It's a different time.
Oh, different time. Everyone was carrying a camera.
Different time. This is 2000.
There was one camera out of every 10 people back then.
It didn't have no camera. This is kind of, I think, time of the chirp era. I think still. Yeah. So Marlon was there. I think Denzel Washington comes to the fight. I think Denzel Washington was there, low key with the NY hat.
Right.
Yeah.
As he always is.
Yeah. He was low key there, and I did good.
Who else was on that card though? Because what?
I can't.
Who drew all these stars to be?
The promoter was Terry Claiborne. He had a gym called Pound for Pound Boxing at the time.
Oh, I remember that gym.
Yeah. In Hollywood.
Oh, so Pound for Pound is still around.
Yeah, it is. Okay, well, he trained celebrities. He
had a lot of celebrities back in the day.
So, and he used to be a boxer, if I'm not mistaken. He used to be a professional boxer. So, that kind of drew the celebrities and all that stuff there. So, after my first pro fight,
Now, how active in the streets are you at the time? Because, you can imagine being, I'm one of the trainers too, and I've had professional fighters as well. So if you have a fighter that is active in the streets, and then you have a fighter that needs to be disciplined and diligent and responsible for his career, to be, the things you need to have perspective to become a great professional fighter.
Okay,
How are you balancing all that out?
Okay, well, this is gonna lead to after my first pro fight. This is gonna lead to that.
Not very well, it seems.
Well, it was hard to balance it out, but it caught up to me. Cause in high school, we had another clique called 3Ps. Another clique called 3Ps that grew big.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it grew like real big.
Were they associates of you guys, or completely different?
It was an Inglewood blood clique. Well, with kids from all over from Inglewood that went to Inglewood High School. And then we ended up hanging in the area inside of Inglewood that was in between two gangs. My hood, Neighborhood Pyro, and the Center of the Park families. And the part we hung out in was the street I represented, Hyde Park and Market. And the streets around my street I grew up on, that's the street we hung out at. And none of the gangs from my hood, Neighborhood Pyro, or Center of the Park families hung in the area that we hung out in. So that's where we hung out at, and it grew big. And to the point where like other gangs in Inglewood that had been in the city of Inglewood since the 70s wanted a part of 3Ps, one of the members from 3Ps, because we was active youngsters. And I was, once again, just how the guy got the name Jay Boost. I was playing basketball during the time. I wasn't a basketball star, but I was pretty good. I played for Inglewood High School, and I was able to jump high. So
You're yakking on people.
yeah, I was dunking on people. So I got the name Jay Boost. And I was jump high. I got the name at my park, Rogers Park, where I started boxing at. Where Neighborhood Pyros, that's their park. That's where I got the name from, Jay Boost. So Jay Boost carried on, and that became. Jay Naka was out the window. Jay Boost.
That was middle school. Jay Boost was high school.
Jay Boost high school. That became
the evolution. What do you know? What are you gonna do next?
Yeah, that became my name. So I became like the star of that clique, 3Ps, and my homies from NHP was telling me, I want the 3Ps.
So the baby Pyros have now morphed into 3Ps.
Yeah, 3P
but
basically.
That was on the Neighborhood Pyro.
That was on the Neighborhood Pyro brand, and the Inglewood families felt they were under their branch as well too.
Right.
So everybody wanted a little bit of 3Ps
was big.
Was promising.
We were the clique that everybody wanted to be Bloods at the time, because Blood wasn't as big like that. I mean, as far as like everywhere in the city, you didn't see a gang of Bloods like that. As far as like in the streets, you probably see a sprinkle of Bloods at the mall, maybe a Blood walking down the street, but you seen a lot of Crips everywhere. And as the 3Ps, we
especially in Inglewood at that time.
Yeah, and the 3Ps, we was out of Inglewood. We went Hollywood. We was everywhere, and so my name became big. You know what I'm saying? So boom, it was Inglewood families want a part of 3Ps, NHPs want a part of 3Ps, and my homie was telling me like, man, I want a 3P to turn NHP. And a couple other my homeboy that was considered Inglewood families, the guys from Inglewood family, I want 3P to be part of Inglewood families. So different cliques, different gangs coming to where we hung out at trying to recruit.
Yeah.
So I was punched on a few guys. I ain't gonna say any names or nothing like that, but I punched on a few guys. And one guy that I got into it with, he was like a notorious Blood from Inglewood families. And we had an altercation. I'm not going to say his name or nothing like that, but we had an altercation, and he came at me disrespectful, and I hit him in the jaw. He fell, and he got up and he left, and that was it. He came back, and went with another female. And he shot me in the jaw, in the face. Yeah, he shot me in the face, and he went on. And this was right after my first pro fight. I was 21. And around this time, 3Ps was already gone. 3Ps died out in 2003. It just kind of just died out.
It was getting assimilated into the other
because other guys from 3P, some guys from 3P didn't want to bang no more. other members that was from real gangs like NHP or other gangs in Inglewood decided like, okay, I'm 3Ps, we outgrown 3Ps. And so 3P kind of just died out. So fast forward 2005, it was still guys still trying to keep 3Ps alive, but it was dead. You know what I'm saying? And I got shot basically behind that. You know what I'm saying? And the guy I'm talking about, he's no longer with us. I had nothing to do with that. It's just part of the streets life. And he was an active gang member and stuff like that. So rest in peace to that guy. That's what happens. I'm part of the gang life. Stuff comes around. You know what I'm saying? I've done things in my life, and it came around to me, and I guess that led me to getting shot in the face. Being part of that life, and I got shot in the face, right here in the jaw, and the bullet got traveled to the back of my neck, and it got stuck, and I was right in front of my homeboy building, and the ambulance came, and the whole community was outside. When I came outside, I was still cool. I wasn't shocked or nothing like that. My mom came out. My mom was there with me, and I went to the hospital.
It's got to be rough, knowing your mother sees you in that moment, right?
Yes, it was rough.
Especially because, you've been shot. I can imagine there's blood everywhere. And you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
She don't want that for her son.
Nah. And at this time, I was considered doing something positive in my life.
Boxing.
Yeah. And I had a lot of kids that.
Would you have been considered inactive at that point? No.
I was considered active at that time because.
No, we're talking about the boxing, right?
Like for the street life.
Life. Were you actually banging, or were you,
I was
less
still
associated?
I was still gang banging because I was still gang banging because I never left the community. You know what I'm saying? So anything that was involved.
That night was it at Rogers Park?
No, it was on Hyde Park in Market, the street I grew up on. And the bullet got stuck in the back of my neck and it was stuck, and the whole community was there outside, and you thought a celebrity got shot. So many people was outside, and I went to the hospital, and got discharged the next day. And the doctor said that in 2 weeks they take the bullet off the back of my neck. So they said don't do nothing like that, and that was it. So in 2 weeks I went back to Westwood, UCLA Westwood Hospital.
So at this point, when it goes through your jaw and stop at the back of the neck, they just did they cauterize it to stop the bleeding? Did they sew it up to stop bleeding and let it?
They put a bandage on my jaw.
Okay.
They put
and at this point, was your jaw functional, or was it completely?
My jaw was functional.
So you were able to.
I was able to talk,
eat, drink, talk.
Do you remember what caliber it was?
I got hit with a 38.
Oh shit.
I got hit with a 38.
God damn.
Yeah, hit with a 38. I'll take that back. A 380.
Well,
380.
Hey, look, they one and the same.
Yeah, 380. I hit with 380.
You're looking at your jaw and hearing you talk, you think, well, maybe a 22 or something.
Yeah.
It grazed you.
Yeah, I hit with a 380. Yeah. And 2 weeks later, man, he took the bullet out back of my neck, and I asked the doctor, I said, "Can I box?" He said, "You can box today if you want to." So I said, "Oh man, that's it." So I started back boxing.
Did you see that as a sign to let the streets go, and or was it just one and the same at that time?
No, at the time I kind of felt like a blessing, but I looked at it as like my career.
You're still young too.
I'm still young.
Young and reckless.
And
right?
at the time, 50 Cent was like big at the time. He got shot. And So
you must have felt invincible.
I kind of felt and everybody kind of looked at me different. Oh, he got shot in the face. And,
right.
You know what I'm
back
saying?
and he started training
more
again.
to your legend, more to your lore.
Yeah,
right.
more to my legacy. So I kind of I stayed in the neighborhood. I didn't want to move out of the neighborhood. And I had a homeboy that's from my hood named Robert Smothers. And as we call him Robert Smothers, he got a gang name. We call him Robert because we all grew up together. We just called him by his whole name. And he went to basically all my pro fights. And he was staying in where he was staying. It was Marina Del Rey. He's in Marina Del Rey. That's a nice neighborhood. If anybody that don't know, that's not from California.
Yeah, by Pacific Palisades. This is where Holly Berry lives.
Yeah, he lived in Marina Del Rey, right by the beach. And he was asking me, "Hey, come stay with me, man. You know, I live in the."
He was trying to get you away.
Yeah, he's like, man, and I got the weight room in the building. Man, you could jog at the beach. It sounded so lovely.
It sounds good.
But I don't want to leave the hood though.
Yeah, plus you get love from the hood, right?
I got love in the hood. The gym park was down the street. If I want to go, you know, I was training at my park. I was training at Hoover at the street. At this time, Hoover Street Boxing Gym was still open, which is shut down. I was training at Hoover Street Boxing Gym. I was training at Broadway Boxing Gym,
which is still there. But for people that don't know, those are the two most iconic gyms of Los Angeles. I think of Ali and Foreman. So many people went through that.
Yeah, so and it was just I just had so much love in the hood, man. Just like I'm day one. That's why I'm just day one, man, and everybody knew where I stay at. And I never want to feel like I don't want that. I got an ego issue too. I got pride.
Every fighter does.
And I don't want to, even though I wasn't gonna leave the hood for that reason, but I don't want to be.
You want the perception of it.
Oh, he got shot in the face by a whoopty whoop. Yeah. So now you leaving the hood.
Right. Actually, I have a question. After you come out and you come out and you're strong and you're ready to go, do you ever encounter that guy who shot you again, or do you have it? Are you at some point looking to get back at him, or you?
Well, he passed away.
He passed away that soon.
He got killed. Actually, got killed in 2008. I haven't seen him since.
So his death was shortly after his altercation with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understood that he's dead now, but I didn't know.
It's also too
that
I mean, there has to be at some point you understand what you've been actively gangbanging for a long time. You understand the receipt that comes along with that. It's part of the lifestyle.
It's part of the lifestyle.
You're going to funerals. You're having friends pass away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you get to your second fight?
Second fight I had in Vegas. I've been in Vegas.
How much longer after you got shot though?
5 months. I had my second fight in 5 months.
So you're ripping and running again?
Yeah.
Back in the gym?
Yeah, back in the gym, man. I was still in the neighborhood. No. Matter of fact, I moved from the neighborhood. I was living with my boxing manager. Name is Eric Muhammad, but we call him Brother E. He owns a barbershop in Inglewood, and he didn't want to got me to turn pro, cause he'd hear my name through the streets. He'd cut my hair since high school, and he was managing a boxer named King Epiton at the moment. I think he's like an African heavyweight boxer that was trying to get back into the way of things, and that's who the guy he was managing. I think at the time he was dealing with, and he was into the boxing scene. So he was the one that wanted me to turn pro. I thought I wasn't ready to turn pro. He said, "Man, you ready to turn pro, man? So I hear about you, man, and I think he was one of my amateur fights at the park, and he was like, he was in my ear every time I went to get a haircut. Every time I went to the barber shop, he was in my ear, turn pro. And at that time, I think I was selling weed. I had a little job at a convalescent home, like an activity aid, watching old folks and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I want to do some boxing. I'm gonna turn pro. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ended up getting fired from that little job anyway. Ended up getting fired because I was.
It seems like you always had one foot in the streets, and then 1 foot on the path you're supposed to be going on, right?
Depending on who they're writing that resume for, you can really
know who you are today.
Direct it where you want
universe
to.
gets you to where you were supposed to go. But go ahead, I'm listening.
So that's what happened, man, and I ended up getting fired from that job because I was doing too much, man. Yeah, I was
young and reckless.
Yeah, young and reckless, man. So, but I done fired for that job, and I was like, man, fuck it, man. I'm turning pro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Even though I want to turn pro, I just felt I needed more amateur fights. I needed more.
You got after pretty fast because that's been 2 years.
Like 2 years.
2 years of amateur bouts in a row. After that, that gap after.
But he won he went to California State.
I won to California State, and then
that would right there.
Yeah,
so California's not an easy state to win.
Yeah,
and then more than that, you can fight.
In the summer of 2004, from half of 2004 to the end of 2004, I didn't do no amateur boxing. I was basically getting ready to turn pro. So I was getting into the pro style. So I got a new trainer named Papa Bear. We call him Papa Bear.
Yeah, I know Papa Bear. Maurice Lee, Malcolm McAllister.
Yeah.
I didn't know you trained with Papa Bear.
Mm-hmm. That was my trainer, Papa Bear. So I got with Papa Bear. Yeah. And I worked with Papa Bear before while I was boxing amateur with Hector. Hector was he became the head boxing coach at Rogers Park when Coach Don Dinkins started training in heavyweight boxers. I think he started getting into being a comedian, comic. So he got into different things. Okay. So Hector Morales became the head trainer at Rogers Park. And when I came back to boxing, I was 18. He became my trainer. So he wanted me to train with different trainers at the time because I was a little older than most of the kids that was there, and he wanted to finesse my style a little better. So I trained with my Papa Bear a few times. So I was already
Papa Bear. Was he just the Papa Bear I know today teaches people to be slick and defensive, not to get hit, to be quick,
and
same thing,
and be right there, right
there in the center line, and using the angles, using your feet to set up.
Yeah, so that's what I started working with. So boom, I was working with him.
Coming to him, did your style adapt well to that, or
my style adapted well to that? Because Hector had a different style.
More that wavels, that
balls. More of a like a Mexican type style, which I like because it's kind of rough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, add a little flavor to my style.
It kind of makes sense. Your transition from Jay Knockout to Jay Boost.
You
go from the straight brawler to more of a
slickness. Right.
I get it.
Like I had, cause that's how you get the two of the types, the Holyfield and Roy Jones.
Right.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a little flavor in my style that need to be coached differently. So I started working with Muhammad. It was a whole lot better. Papa Bear. So working with him was a whole lot better. So basically, like I say, from like half of 2004, I didn't box amateur. I was getting ready to turn pro, but I was sparring a lot. I was sparring with more pros and stuff like that, and I was getting better and sparring. I was sparring at Hoover Street Gym. That's where I did most of my sparring at, and then turned pro, and then I had 9.
So that second fight, you came back right after the jaw.
I fought
recovery. 5 months after.
I signed a contract.
Yeah. I
signed a deal with this called Guilty Boxing Promotion, and I think it was run by Montoya, something. But they used to be part of Hoover Street Boxing Gym. And they had a couple of Mexican boxers that was at the Hoover Street Boxing Gym that boxed with them. So my boxing manager, I wasn't signed with nobody, so they Guilty Boxing Promotion had like 70 bouts a year. Basically, they were saying they had like 70 bouts a year. They want to keep me busy, so I get some money, and keep me out the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that sounded good, and I didn't really.
They told you they had 70.
They have like 70 boxing matches a year.
That's a lot. Yeah.
70 boxing
more than one a week for a promoter I've never heard of. Sounds like they're
but we don't know. It's that time too. I can't remember.
Yeah, so like
well, that outfit's not around anymore, or a new name. But.
Yeah. So they had fights like all over, so it sounded good. So I'm like, okay. So I didn't know too much. My boxing manager was kind of green at the time as well, and I didn't really know too much about the
business
business part of boxing. I was just a boxer. So I'm like, okay.
You're doing what you're supposed to do, which is train to win.
Yeah, so he was like, he said, how that sounds? They have bouts every week basically. You know what I'm saying? So how that sound? Like, sounds cool. So boom. So So we wasn't really picking the boxers. They kind of was giving us the boxers. You know what I'm saying? And by me being a guy from the streets, I wasn't turning no fights down. I felt like I was being a buster. A yee is the word we use.
I have a question about yee. Is it Y-E?
It's Y-E-E.
Okay. Because I remember for a time, Kanye his Twitter name was Y-E, and I was thinking to myself...
That's Ye. Yeah.
That's Ye? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
thinking to myself, that doesn't really bode well.
Kanye.
Okay.
Yeah, so like yee, basically like you a buster. Like you a yee.
So you I know that you had 9 fights, right?
Yeah.
And I know you won your second fight. You went 2-0 with 2 knockouts, right?
Yeah, 2-0, 1 knockout. I fought a Russian that was 4-0 with 3 knockouts.
On your second fight?
On my second fight.
Oh, well, shit. Well, they were looking after you.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
They was trying to feed you to the...
What were they called? Guilty promotions? What do you think?
Yeah, guilty promotions is right.
Yeah.
They're guilty of feeding the A-spot.
And look, he was a guy that won Olympic trials and all that stuff.
Oh, shit. His second bout? And you went and beat him?
I beat him, man.
Oh, hell. These motherfuckers was pissed, man.
I fought him in San Diego, man.
Okay. At the Coliseum over there?
I fought him at was the 4th and B Club? I think it was the 4th and B Club.
No, I know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, yeah, 4th and B Club in San Diego. I fought him there and
man. There must have been some crickets on his management side when that went down.
Yeah.
And I was loose for that fight, but I was tagging him up, man, and I didn't go to the body. Papa Bear told me if I went to the body, I could have stopped.
Were you fighting at middleweight?
I was fighting light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight, 175.
Yeah, I tried to fight at 168, but I sparred at 168. My back was hurting. That mean I was walking around 170. You know what I'm saying? So
you didn't want to strain down your body.
Yeah, so I was naturally just muscle basically. So I didn't fight 168, so I started fighting at 175, and I used to weigh in at like 173, 174. I didn't have to really I could eat whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
So I know that, by knowing you, that you're not taking yourself as serious back then. You're eating whatever you want to eat, right?
No.
Diet-wise?
Yeah, I was eating a chili cheese dog, chili cheese burger, chili cheese fries. You know what I'm saying?
From Tommy's?
Astro Burger.
You're still coming in 2 pounds under, so why not?
You're
22, so
what was saving me was that I was training every day. I ran every day. You know what I'm saying? Went to the gym and I was supposed to. That was the good thing I had about me. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you're winning, when you're beating people like this, and you're 2-0, and you beat even this Russian for the Olympic Games,
yeah.
I would imagine that the hood is going to even show you more love.
Oh yeah.
And that can be almost. It can almost be like not necessarily a blessing, because now you're getting pulled into something that maybe you should probably try to detach from.
Yeah.
But the hood is showing you love. They want they want that. They want their fight.
And you got a bigger chip on your shoulder. Like they bring me in against an A side, and I still knock him out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's got to be a star now. You're Jay Boost. You're 2-0.
Yeah, all the little.
Well, the problem was that was in San Diego, so not the whole neighborhood couldn't go to that.
No, I was in the neighborhood, but it was just the word around.
Yeah.
And I had to make Jay Boost T-shirts.
Yeah.
My picture on there, and I have to pass them out to the neighborhood. I have to get them printed out, and on my own pocket, man. Whatever little money I had, I printed about 10 shirts, man. It's probably people still to this day that got my J Boost shirts. I have my picture on the front, put Team J Boost. And all my close homeboys or whatever, I give them to them. I wouldn't even sell them. I just give them to them so they can just promote me. So wherever they go, anywhere, they'd be like, who was that J Boost? Okay, who was that guy? It was way before Instagram. And I think MySpace just started to come out at the time. MySpace was just now starting to come out. You know what I'm saying? I was patting these shirts out and stuff like that. So the hood rats started coming around. Can't avoid those, you know what I'm saying?
They recognize you. I recognize you from the shirt.
Yeah, you know, the local little females in the streets, and you know what I'm saying? And
they probably thought you were making big bucks because you're a pro boxer now.
Is Papa Bear talking to you? Is he saying, look, we got a good thing going here?
Yeah, all the time, man.
And maybe you need to back up off of what's happening in Inglewood and get your mind right so we can see where your career goes. I mean, I know Papa Bear. I know that's what he's saying.
He's been in my ear. A lot of people's been in my ear, man. But I just wasn't hearing, because I seen. I thought I could be like a Zab Judah, like I was like Zab Judah.
Yeah.
And Zab Judah
playing craps
like,
and beating people's ass.
Yeah. Zab Judah was like kind of like still in the streets a little bit when he was boxing. And I could be like a Zab Judah, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom.
I mean, you were invincible. You'd gotten shot 5 months prior to that second fight, and you came back from it. So
when do you get shot again?
Oh, okay. 2007. Now around this time, my boxing career kind of like ended because I had detached retinas in both my eyes, torn retinas, so I wasn't able to box.
They were using you for sparring, as far as I know, with a lot of big names at the time.
Yeah, a lot of big names.
They had you up in Big Bear or
up north. I went to Modesto, and
they're paying you good. You're making $1,000 to $1,500 a week to be sparring.
Yes, that's true. And I was boxing also at Pound for Pound boxing gym. Terry Claiborne, he had some cruiserweights I was boxing with as well. I had that in there, and I was boxing heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? At the time I had torn retinas, so my eyes got worse because I need that to basically have money. So it gave me $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week. I split it with Papa Bear. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time my boxing manager had went to federal prison. So
this is the guy that owns the barbershop?
That's the guy that owns the barbershop.
And he owns the barbershop today still.
To this day, still got out, you know, all that, and still own the barbershop.
You want to shout out the barbershop?
Yeah, I knew you barbershop, man. Knew you barbershop. Brother E, everybody there at the barbershop, man. I say my love, Sean, Big Sean. You know, he called me J Boogie, J Boog. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean, all that. Shout out to y'all, man. And
so there you are. They're getting used. You're being a sparring partner. You're getting good money.
And I'm getting good, man. I'm getting real good.
What's your record at this point?
At this time, I have 4 wins, I have 4 losses, and I have 1 draw. And by my 4 wins, I had 3 knockouts. And my career was up and down because I say the street life. I went to time I was selling weed. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking a little weed. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging out a little bit. I was carrying pistols. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, as a boxer, that kind of bothered me. And sometimes I felt like a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like not like a champion, but sometimes I feel like a bum. When I win fights, I felt like a winner. Then I went through ups and downs in my career after feeling like great, every time feeling down. And then I fought a whole lot better when Inglewood behind me. Like say like if at a fight I had tickets to pass out to my crowd and my family and friends, it's gonna be hard to beat me. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess I got an ego complex.
Right.
I don't care if it's Muhammad Ali in that ring. It's gonna be. I'm gonna fight like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? So
you got your city behind you.
Yeah, I got my city behind me. So I kind of fought better when there was support behind me.
Did you ever get a chance to have a fight in Inglewood, a pro fight in Inglewood?
No, that was one of my goals. At the time, they were doing fights at Hollywood Park Casino. I never got a chance to fight there. You know.
So you know when you catch your first loss in your third fight?
I lost to a Russian guy that was 5-0.
They got you facing a guy that's 5-0 in their third fight, man.
His third fight.
They were feeding you to the wolves.
Yeah, he was.
Even after you proved yourself on the second fight when they.
No, he was 6-0. Matter of fact, 6-0 with 5 knockouts.
Okay.
He's another Russian guy that came up.
And so
how much they paying you for this?
Yeah, Papa Bear. No one's speaking up and saying, "Hey, we might want to get a good look, get you to 10-0 or 12-0." Or maybe you got. Is Muhammad right?
Yeah, I guess at the time
they're learning the business. They're learning on the job.
They learn on the job as well. Right. And they tell me you could beat. I could beat him. I believe I could beat him. Just my mind, mentally, I felt like why y'all feed me these. And mentally, deep down inside, I feel like why I'm fighting these type of guys so soon.
They better be paying you well, and because to be fighting those guys.
Like a
Russian 5-0.
Your second fight is 4-0 Russian Olympian.
Yeah, you're supposed to be
6-0.
That's supposed to be some
you're not supposed to be seeing those looks until 12 or 16.
Yeah.
So
or those opponents are coming at a more expensive price. Because
That's when you're supposed to be making 25 or 40 grand for a bout. Although the time is different though, you always got to keep that in context.
Yeah, the time is different, you know. And I was turning those fights down, you know.
Because you didn't know it. That's not in your character. That's not who you are.
That's not who I was. So I was just
So they got you for cheap, basically.
Yeah. So.
But hey, listen, you didn't lose to no bums though.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No bombs. Nah.
Yeah. When you look back and reflect on it and think if your career would have been handled differently, you know, maybe we'd be sitting here with a
heavyweight champ or something like that, or
exactly.
cruiserweight champ.
Yeah.
Cause right now I'm 209, so no telling how it would be probably a heavyweight or cruiserweight. But So I had my knife fighting. My career was about to get ready to change.
You can feel it. You can obviously feel it in your gut too. It's a little bit different, I'd imagine, because now you're 4-1.
Yeah.
And you're probably looking at it like, man, I gotta probably press on these streets.
I gotta be a winner because I was 500. So I'm like, man, I can't take no more losses. And when they said I had an eye injury, and I continued to spar. Now when I was sparring, I was getting good. I was sparring heavyweights, and I was getting awesome. And one cruiserweight that was getting me good name is Rico Hoy. I gotta give Rico Hoy his credit. This was before the eye injury though. But Rico Hoy got me a whole lot better. He was a light heavyweight prospect that fought Clinton Woods, and Rico Hoy got me sharp. And so fast forward, I was sparring against these heavyweights like that, so I was getting pretty good. So my promoter, that's the big pound for pound boxing gym, that's to work on the Golden Boy promotion, and he looked at my record and looked at the guys I was fighting and looked and saw me in Spartan training camp. Told Papa Bear, like, I could change this kid's career around. He got potential, and he said, man, I'm gonna give him a shot. Okay, boom. I had the eye injury. I stopped boxing, stopped sparring. I had got basically blind. So I stopped sparring, I had eye surgery and all of that. So now I'm depressed. And I'm depressed and stuff like that.
The eye doesn't you're legally blind in one eye today, right?
Yes, today.
So it doesn't heal. It doesn't jump back.
It bothers me, but I kind of like just live with it.
No, I'm saying after you had the surgery, you're probably you're assuming after you had the surgery that the eye is going to come back and can be healthy again and be able to go out there and follow up on your career. So.
Yeah. I'm in the streets, man. I'm in the streets now. I can't box now. I had the eye injury. So now I'm like full-fledged gangbanging. Mm-hmm. And at the time we'd be beefing with a rival gang. And
who are they?
They call it Inglewood Threats. And we was beefing with a rival gang.
It's a Mexican gang?
A Mexican gang. And yes, and we was going back and forth, the streets war, stuff like that, going back and forth. And I ended up getting shot in the back, man. And I got paralyzed from the waist down.
When you got shot in the back, were you out? Did you see it coming? Were you out? Were you talking to somebody? Was it a moment of conflict?
My homeboy was out there. And not for my gang, but he was my neighbor. He's a blood, whatever.
But a different set.
Huh?
He was not from your neighborhood. He was a blood, but from a different set.
From a different blood gang, yeah.
Okay.
And this is my close homeboy. We was outside, man, and doing our thing, and some guys rolled up on me, walked up on us, and shots started firing.
Yeah.
And I tried to duck down and get up out the way, and I got shot in the back. I was paralyzed instantly. I was paralyzed instantly, man, and right on the spot. And right on the same street on Hyde Park and Market. My second time getting shot on the street.
Yeah, well, what goes through your mind at that time? Because I can't imagine what it's like to get shot in the back and to lose feeling in your legs. Do you know immediately that that your body doesn't feel the same, or?
My body, I couldn't get up. I had a funny feeling in my legs. It was like a funny feeling, but I couldn't move or nothing like that. And then everybody started coming outside. The lights got cut on. The people's lights started coming. I was outside of a building, and the lights.
It's roughly 7 years later from the first time you got shot?
It was 2 years later. This is 2007.
Damn, okay.
I got shot in the back head. And yeah, so.
Is there a moment where you're sitting there and you think to yourself, like, damn, I got shot right here 2 years later. What the hell am I doing back out here? Or you're just tripping.
At that moment, I'm like, fuck, I got shot again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because, I was in the streets, man, you know what I'm saying? Just being part of gang life, And we in wars with all kinds of different hoods and stuff like that. And
yeah, for people that don't know, Inglewood is, especially, there's so many different active gangs in that area. So it's not like you're just not, you're at it. I would imagine with the Mexicans, you're at it with, the Crips, obviously.
Yeah.
Are there more Crip sets in Inglewood than Blood?
No, it's about maybe 3 or 4 Crip gangs in Inglewood. You know what I'm saying?
At this point in time, you were bigger rivals with that nearby Mexican gang.
With the Mexican gang in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? The 60s on and off. 60s, it depends the timing. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be
the
on
60s are huge in the early 2000s too.
Yeah. It's because the 60s kind of beef with all Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? But
that's rolling 60s.
They rolling 60s.
And they're an Inglewood gang.
They on borderline. They're borderline Inglewood. Hyde Park. The street I grew up on Hyde Park. Hyde Park is a street that goes through the 60s neighborhood, and it goes through Inglewood. So if you on Hyde Park in LA in the 60s neighborhood, you be on Hyde Park and you keep going and you cross West Boulevard and you go over. Now you in Inglewood. Then you enter the Senator Park family's hood. Then you enter my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we get conflict with the 60s.
So I imagine most of these conflicts over where people are selling the dope too, right?
This conflict is over.
And generational shit. Yeah, people. Such and such killed such and such, killed such and such. Yeah, there's some shit. And on and on and on.
I was born in 83. So, my neighborhood started in 1978. You know what I'm saying? As far as the neighborhood power rule started in 1978. And they've been getting into it the 60s since I guess around that time. Yeah, since 78, from my G homie that told me, since 78. So, it's just some old ass beat.
Now that brings up a question. Is there who's keeping history? Is it just
people,
just unorganized stories for people, or is there kind of
stories get passed on?
Stories get passed on. You know what I'm saying? So it's you got guys from my neighborhood that's still around. That been from the hood since 1978, since they was kids started gang. So some kids that started gang in the 70s. From all the gangs in LA was all ran by kids in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important, for people, anybody that's looked into why the gang started in the first place.
Yeah,
it was just cliques that, it was supposed to be fun. And then it kind of just ended up, money started to get involved and women. Different little aspects.
Guns played in the 80s and
then you got cocaine coming in the 80s and more money to be made. So
all that shit. I'm happy to be a kid from Inglewood and then grew up in that neighborhood and got involved. You know what I'm saying? And I got shot in the back. I got paralyzed from waist down.
And this guy from this guy that shot you, did you know of this character, or did you had no idea who it was?
I know that it was nighttime.
Yeah.
I don't really know who they were. You know what I'm saying? But,
so you don't even know so you have no idea who ran up on that.
It wasn't even me.
That's just from a distance. It was close range. We was behind the gate. They was outside of the gate. They was across the street, and we was inside of the gate. So it was like I say a good 15 yards. I should say 15.
I can imagine too because of the stature of who you are.
Yeah.
You know, being a pro fighter and then being knockout to J Boost.
Yeah.
That there's some sort of like you're a relevant man.
Yeah.
And because of that, a lot of people probably want to get at you because you're a bit of a trophy.
Yeah, and I was hard to find. Like I was like a gang member. Like I was on 1 Street, the Higher Park Market. Everybody knew where we hang out at. I was always walking around the neighborhood. I wasn't a person that was hard to find. I'm a well-known guy.
Were you working out at this time? Even though the boxing had finally kind of your boxing days were behind you because of the eye injury, were you still working out at Rogers Park in the weight room or anything?
Yeah,
or not yet?
I still go up in there. Working out, stuff like that.
So people, it would be easy to find. Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody will come to the park for like an enemy or enemigo. Is the street term we call it being an enemigo. They're not gonna go inside the park and look and come get me. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So it was the weight room at the park kind of a neutral, safe zone, or?
Yeah, the safe zone. Walking home is different. I had to carry a pistol, majority of the time walking home. You know what I'm saying? With the gym bag, I got a gun in my gym bag.
You had told me one time we were having a conversation that it was so active that even if you stepped out of your house to go to the store, or the gas station a block away, that you felt like you had to have your pistol just in case it popped off.
Yeah, like even like walking to 7-Eleven or around the corner to the Happy Times liquor store, you can easily get rolled up on. You know what I'm saying? So you have to carry a pistol. Like, man, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's past nighttime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's past 7 o'clock. It's getting dark. Time I walk to the store during the heat of the war, you might have to carry a pistol.
Now, when you get to the hospital and they tell you you're paralyzed, I can't imagine what that's like.
Yeah, so I went through the emotions of being paralyzed. It's eating me up. My mom got my phone at the time, so I ain't really get into contact with the streets. Streets ain't getting in contact with me. And
Well, people stopping by obviously to show you love.
yeah, people stopped by to show me love.
But you were in there for a while, though.
I was in there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
And I got discharged from the hospital and went to Rancho Los Amigos. It's a rehabilitation center. And when I got there, I asked my mom for my phone. My mom finally gave me my phone. I was able to contact all my friends and everybody. And as I started getting my visits and stuff like that. And my whole I was determined to walk.
They told you you weren't going to walk.
They told me I wasn't going to walk again. And
that's you from the rip. You say, I don't give a shit what they say.
I don't give a shit. No, I'm going to walk again. And at the time, my toes was moving a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was maybe able to wiggle my left foot a little faster, my left leg a little faster, my right leg. So I was able to rotate my left ankle a little bit. And that's what I was able to do at the time. And I'm telling her I'm gonna walk again. And Papa Bear came to visit me with my trainer, and he told me that the guy that came to watch me spar and then training camp and stuff like that, they wanted me to sign a contract with Golden Boy Promotion to fight on ESPN at the undercard. And I'm gonna fight a guy, I think probably like a guy probably like 4-7 or something like that, or a guy to boost my career up, you know, to give me my confidence in it. You know what I'm saying? I consider a bum basically. You know what I'm saying?
To get you above 500, get you in the right aisle or the right lane.
Yeah.
Where you're winning again.
And when I got the information, man, I was paralyzed. So man, after that night,
be eating away at
timing is everything. Yeah.
After he left, man, I cried, homie. Mm-hmm. At nighttime, when nobody's around, all the nurses was out the way, mm-hmm. I cried. I ain't cried in years, but I boo-hoo cried. Cause like, what the fuck happened to my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck happened to my life?
And it was on the flash.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was my opportunity. That was my chance to be who I wanted to be. Cause I was always Inglewood's finest boxer from out the gate. My first profile was Inglewood's finest boxer. And then I was like, I'm really gonna be Inglewood's finest boxer, but I was in a wheelchair, man. I'm about to get my break. And I sucked in my tears, and I'm like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna show I'm a champion by doing that. And I'm walking today, man.
But I do know that doesn't stop you from the streets though.
Nah, it didn't
Right?
stop me.
Yeah.
Stop me.
So
So
'cause
let's
he's still
go into that.
active in the streets. Now he's still active in the streets in a wheelchair.
Yeah. No. Okay. I started back taking steps. Okay, I got shot in July.
How did the rehabilitation go at Los Amigos?
Okay, rehabilitation when I became patient of the month.
You will be good, man. No, you.
You make a contest out of anything, right?
Yeah, I was like the best. I was like.
That sounds like you. Like
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, and
How long were you in that rehab center?
I was in a rehab center for 1 month, and then
By the end of that, prior to that, you would move your left ankle. You could twist your
You
left foot
attribute
around.
your progress to the discipline you learned as a boxer.
Or
is it
yeah,
just a
I think the mindset and determination, all that part of being a boxer came into play.
And after 1 month, what was your progress?
Like 1 month, I was able to take my leg off the wheelchair and put on the floor without grabbing it.
Okay.
I was able to do that with
Your
one
left
leg.
leg, the one
my left
that-
leg.
okay.
And my right leg, I was able to move it a little bit. Now I'm taking off the chair. I was able to get.
Twist the ankle.
I was able to move my ankle and kind of maybe budge it a little bit, but want to move out the chair. My left one, I can move. I can take it off and move it out the chair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you the secret to that. I'm gonna tell you there's a little more to it. Now my homeboy that I was with when I got shot that night, his name is Baby Z. We call him. He's from Fruitown Brims. One of my allies. I love the Brims, man. My homeboy Baby Z. He's come visit me. He's come bring me weed. You know what I'm saying? He's come bring me weed to smoke. And every time he brought me some weed and I smoked some weed, my legs would feel real tingly. I swear my legs would feel real tingly. Every time I smoke some weed and I go back to my room, I feel my legs tingling. And then one day I used to love to watch the 70s show and I used to love to watch King of Queens. Those were my two shows I used to watch when I was in the hospital room and the rehabilitation center.
Channel 13, that's all I got, right?
Yeah. So I watched the King of Queens. I used to love Arthur. Arthur was so funny to me, the old man. Arthur was so funny to me. So he said something, and I laughed. And when I laughed, my left leg buzzed. Boom. And then I was like, oh shit, my fucking leg moved. And
This is why you were high, right?
This is why I was high.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I'm like, oh shit. So every day I was trying to move my left leg. And it wouldn't really move like that. But I every day I lay in the bed, don't touch it. I don't want to touch my body. I'm trying to move both legs. I was trying to move every day. Like it's like the world was on my legs. I couldn't move.
And that's got to be some crazy experience to sit there, and these things that we take for granted in everyday life, particularly if if I just want to move my hand, and then you're sitting there and you can't move your left leg.
I can't move my leg.
And you're sitting there and the focus for the priority of that day, besides King of Queens, is to move your leg. And that's got to just be something.
And it says something about the discipline that you had. Like, I mean,
a lot of people would have just said, fuck it.
Yeah, a lot of people would not.
The majority of people that are
movement.
probably told that they're never going to walk again,
They believe it.
I'd imagine they say, fuck it.
Yeah, man. I was determined to walk, man, because I want to live. I just my ego can be bad for me.
But it could be a blessing
It
too.
can be a blessing too. My
Right.
ego would not let me sit in that wheelchair. I swear it would not let me sit.
I mean, you did more physical therapy, just self-directed, than had been given to you via the healthcare you're given. You know.
Yeah, I was determined not to be in that wheelchair because I see just the little thing I have to see people doing, just walking. I get up, I see people just walk up, like, man, I want to walk. You know what I'm saying? I want to walk. Then I thought, like, I wasn't gonna get no chicks. Because I have chicks, man. I had chicks, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm in a wheelchair now. How am I gonna get some chicks? Like, and this is what I thought in my mind, like, what woman
was going to
want to be with a guy in a wheelchair?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's mentally, that's what I thought. Like, there's no woman, not no attractive woman.
That's being real. That's going to go through your head.
It's gonna be my head. I like this woman right here. She's very gorgeous to me. Mm-hmm. But I'm in a wheelchair.
But how you gonna holler at her if you're in a wheelchair?
I'm gonna roll up on her and be like, hey, what's up, baby?
Right.
So that kind of motivated me as well. You know what I'm saying? And every day, man, I was kept trying to move my leg. and I kept smoking weed. And then,
Were you doing exercises that were given to you from
yeah,
the doctor while smoking weed and trying to test that out for yourself?
yes. And
Did
then
the facility know you're smoking weed and making progress?
no, they know they know I'm smoking weed. But
It's crazy because in 2019 with CBD oil and the way that weed is gone, you know, and us not knowing that perhaps it is responsible for some sort of neurogenesis or reconnection.
The weed helped, man. I swear I tell you, the weed helped, man. I don't know. The weed helped, man, because my legs feel funny. Every time I smoked weed, the legs was feeling, I don't know, kind of, the weed, it was some homegrown. It wasn't like no kush. You know, it was some homegrown, what they call it Arizona. They call it Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So it was some homegrown weed, man. And every time I finished.
Look at that organic shit.
This is the days of the blunt still, because the blunt has disappeared.
Yeah, we also smoke the blunts and all that.
The blunts is there.
And yeah, man, and when I got discharged, I went to my auntie's house. And
the one that got you into boxing with Vander Holyfield.
Oh, Vander Holyfield,
Okay.
my favorite auntie, man. And she's like my mom, you know what I'm saying? And I was at her house, and you know, and I took over my little cousin. My little cousin, she went in the room with her brothers, and I slept in her bed. You know what I'm saying? I slept in her bed, and I used to watch BET all day. And at this time, Soulja Boy just came out. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the bed like you trying to do Soulja Boy, like playing around. You know what I'm saying? Like playing around. So.
But your body's still making progress.
My body's still making progress. So,
Right.
so my auntie was letting my auntie was like, yeah, your homeboys come visit you. So my homeboys come through to visit me, and I had a little visitor. I had some women come to visit me, give me a little inspiration, you know, smack their booty and stuff like that. You know?
Right.
give me a little.
You had a conjugal visit at the auntie's house?
They come visit me and stuff like that. So every day I kept trying to move my legs. So now I'm able to lift my legs off the bed. I'm able to lift both legs off the bed. My left leg move a little faster. To this day, I still walk with a drag my right leg. And my left leg move a little faster. I'm able to move both legs. So my aunties always come and check on me. You know what I'm saying? But I just show her little movements. But I want to surprise her too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
so you holding it, not
I'm holding. So some of my tricks I'm holding in.
Right.
So
that's more of that boxing discipline from abstinence when the fight's coming up.
So I was able to stand. So she got me a walker. So put a walker in front of me, so I was able to stand.
But how much
is that attributed to your ability, all the dips you've done?
Well, I mean, he's been in the bed for.
I've been in the bed, so I got
muscle atrophy.
I got real skinny, man. I was like probably I thought I was like $160, soaking wet. I was still skinny, so I was standing up, so I was able to stand. So that'd be like my exercise of the day, just trying to stand as long as possible and watch TV. So now I'm standing straight up watching Soulja Boy trying to do the Soulja Boy.
With the walker.
With the walker. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do this huge Soulja Boy. So to this day, I'll never forget Soulja Boy, man. So I'm standing straight up. So my auntie was able to see me stand. So that was like the biggest thing, me standing. You know what I'm saying? So then, from between the bed and to the doorway, it probably was like 5 or 6 steps. So I try to take little steps with the walker and touch the doorway, come back to the bed. So that'll be my routine. I'll take the step with the walker, come back to the bed. Then to the walker, come back to I did that for a couple of weeks. So then I took the
Were you at this point? Had you just been surprised yourself? Like, damn, I can't believe I've gotten this far.
But I'm telling.
Compared to
you're talking to the people. Do the people at the rehab know your progress?
No, the people that come in. I was an outpatient.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got to go back and check.
I had to go back. So when I came back, I was walking, basically, but I was still like on a walker. But I came back on a wheelchair because I thought like I wasn't supposed to come back.
You didn't know you might.
You want to stress them out.
Yeah. I was like basically walking on a walker, not like really walking on a walker, but I could take steps on a walker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I still needed a wheelchair, basically.
Right.
So
man, to see their eyes when you walk in front of them.
Yeah. There was a time it was nighttime, and my auntie was auntie was on the phone. I could hear her on the phone, and her where she was standing at the time, her hallways was so closed in, and I'm tall and lanky, so I'm able to touch the walls, and I can guide my way through the hallway without no walker. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk in on her.
Oh shit.
I'm walking on it.
She must have thought the Holy Spirit walked through the door.
So I get up out the bed, I move the walker out the way, and I got the walker. I walked the walker to the doorway. So I took a deep breath and said, I started touching the wall, walking through the wall. Boom, I'm taking my steps. And I'm like, Auntie Sadie, what's up? She said, oh shit, this nigga walked in on me.
That's incredible.
Oh man, she broke down. Oh, she started crying. And she gave me all mushy, man.
So she had no idea that she was...
That you were practicing every day.
She didn't know.
Raps.
All she knew that I could stand. That's one thing she knew. That's what she didn't know I could take steps though. She just knew I could stand. You know what I'm saying? And then I walked in on her. And from there on, that's all she wrote from there.
You started getting about more and more and
I
more.
started getting up more and more. I started taking my walker with me.
Mm-hmm.
I can be in a wheelchair. I take my walker with me so I can practice on taking my steps. And then by the time I left the rehabilitation center, I was walking on the walker. Then
what was their response? Were they pretty shocked about how well you recovered?
yeah, they were very shocked. I got outpatient of the month and all that.
You got 2 awards.
This is gotta be several months down the road now, right?
Yeah, I got outpatient of the month,
So
man.
when we go there, they got a bronze statue of him in front of the rehab center.
Yeah, I got show back up there to Commercial Los Amigos because I had a alias. I went by Trevor from Rants. So, you know, you get shot in gang violence, they gave you a alias.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
So my alien name is Trevor from Rants.
Trevor Ferraz.
Trevor?
Rants.
There we go.
Trevor Moran, man, is my alias. So yeah, man. Once I started walking, man, nobody really wanted my mom. I wanted my mom miss me. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to come back to home and stuff like that. So at the Hyde Park Market, man, that's where.
You got any PTSD? Like when you go back to Hyde Park and Market, you know you've been shot in the face, the jaw.
Yeah.
Then you got shot in the back. When you go back home, where you're like, "Fuck it, this is home. I don't care."
I don't care.
Or is there a moment where you're like, "Man, you know, this comes with a little bit of anxiety, knowing
It
what
came with I
Both?
felt like a hero.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like a hero. I was scared too.
Yeah, I
To
can
be
imagine.
honest, as a man, I was scared. I felt tough. You know what I'm saying?
You define the odds
Make
again,
sure.
though. Back adding to the legend, which is you get shot in the face,
Yeah,
and then they tell you you're gonna be crippled.
yeah.
You're never gonna walk again. You're gonna be paralyzed. You're gonna be in a wheelchair, which I can imagine a lot of people would have thought you're never gonna move at all, like be a vegetable. And here you are.
And then I wanted to prove myself to people. I just wanted to prove that I wasn't in a wheelchair. There was so many rumors and stuff going around. What happened to me? So I just wanted to prove to everybody like I can walk. I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm still Jay Boost. I'm still who I am. So when I came back to the neighborhood, I was kind of babied by the homies. You know what I'm saying? By the sheltered and
I can imagine you didn't like that though.
People were trying to protect you too much, and you felt.
No,
You don't
I
like
need the protection to be honest, because I didn't know who was after me.
You still don't know who shot you.
Because
But you didn't want to feel like a yee, right? So
I don't want to feel like a yee
Yeah.
anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason I want to come back to the hood. I don't want to be like, oh, he got shot in the back. Oh, he ran over here. He's scared. You know
The
what I'm saying?
same thing. The same reason why you wouldn't come back to the hood after you get shot in the face.
Yeah.
Same
So
principle.
this time I come back to the hood, it's 2000, began 2008. Well, I came back. Roy Jones had his fight with Felix Trinidad. That's the week I came back home, and
So it was only a year that you were rehabilitating yourself.
Yeah.
And that was mostly self-directed.
I was
So that was another
I was
fast
on a walker
recovery.
You know what I'm saying? And then
How long did that walker stay with you? Although you were
I was on
able
a
to
walker
take
for
your own
about
steps.
3 months, 2 or 3 months. And then I started walking on the arm crutches. But I think I still need to be on a walker. But I'm walking on the arm crutches. I was like, fuck that, I gotta get past the. So now I'm hanging with the homies now. Now I'm like, I'm getting like, basically I got like the hood gold medal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause everybody know who I am.
What can he do? He's a pro fighter. He's come back from
It's
two.
gotta be scary too though, because you don't know who shot you.
Yeah, I don't know something.
And not to have your legs, I would imagine you're carrying a pistol again.
And so and everybody know who I am. It ain't like I'm a mystery. That's another hood and word. Like when you consider like a nobody, like oh you a mystery. Like I was far from mystery. So everybody knows who I am. So it was like I made it scary too. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows me.
Bigger target.
I can't be just like it'd been easier if I'm just like okay, it's a guy walking on a walker or going. I have to go to the. I have a pistol on me, man. I have to walk to the store with the walker, or I have the little homies that carry a pistol and they walk with me. I walk to the store. I just want to feel macho. I was young, 24.
But you just to navigate in your own hood.
Yeah,
you gotta have someone with you with a pistol. You gotta have a pistol, and you also know that if someone starts shooting, you don't have your legs.
I can't even run. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a macho in me to prove I'm tough. My mom's always telling me like, what are you trying to prove?
Right.
Mom's telling me, what are you trying to prove?
You're still a young man, like you're 24.
Yeah, 24. So at the time I'm getting that my street name, my gang name, my legacy in the street is kind of surpassing my boxing because my boxing career was short. Even amateur and pro was short. So that was kind of dwelling out the way, and Jay Boots as a gangbanger was kind of elevating more, getting more marketed. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting taken down. It was like we go to hood days. Now in gangbanging in LA, we got hood days, and every hood day.
What's a hood day?
Hood day starts all the time.
A hood day is about like a month. Say okay, my hood day is May 7th, and our blocks is 500 and 700.
It's like like some sort of holiday. The hood.
Yeah, like a holiday. We have
themselves
a barbecue, picnic, or whatever y'all want to do on that hood day. So the 5th month and the 7th day for 500 and 700. So certain hoods out there. So like if it's a
like Friday the 13th for Florencia is a big thing. Every time there's a Friday, it's like a holiday, basically.
Yeah. So
your guys' was May 7th?
May 7th. May 7th. So we went to other blood hood days. So around now, my homeboy's taking me everywhere.
Does the 5-7 have significance in
500 block to 700?
500 block, 700.
Okay, I missed that. I got you.
Yeah. So we going to all the blood hood days before our hood day. Cause I moved back to the hood.
And other blood sets are welcome to these other blood hoods.
But it's also
like
other sets are seeing you. You're getting more and more of your rep.
More of my rep, yeah.
They know that you got shot in the face. They know you've been shot in the back. They see you getting around. They knew They said he was never gonna walk again.
Yeah. So now I'm running to guys I know from other sets, and I'm maybe meeting people that I don't know, so they're respecting me more. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, what's up, Jay? What's up, homie?
So you're on a victory tour.
On a victory tour, basically like a gangbang victory tour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging with the gangsters of the hood, and nobody worries about.
So at some point, you're like, man, this is better than being a world champion. Like this is the recognition that I was close to getting.
So now I'm going to different hoods. So now I'm like the showcase. So I'm going around. So I'm meeting all the pretty gangbanger girls, different hoods, and I'm now, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gang active. You know what I'm saying? And
so you become more of a
with that,
shot caller in the operation.
With that, I would imagine comes more and more responsibility.
More responsibility. So now I got younger homies that's younger than me. That's
doing
like in high school. Like we were the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 24. So now we got young guys like 17, 18, 19, 16 that look up to my generation. We like their big homies. You know what I'm saying? So we like the new faces of the hood, which the guys that's why when they mid-20s, late 20s, and they 30s now, they kind of like moving out the way. We like my generation more like the face of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So now Hyde Park and Market is really like my stationary hood. Like my part of the section is okay. That's Jay Boo's area. So everybody know Hyde Park and Market, Hyde Park and La Brea, over that little area. That's me. That's where that's my little zone in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So.
And some of your contemporaries from your generation in your set would also a couple blocks elsewhere would have the same sort of
they's in different neighborhoods, different parts in the neighborhood, different streets. But I was the only person from my neighborhood that stayed on my street. And who we beat with, the Inglewood Threats, they was down the street, walking distance, like around the corner. And my neighborhood really, my homies hung out across the other side of La Brea. Market is the first back street off of La Brea going east. And on the other side of La Brea going west is where majority of my homeboys hung out, and that's where Rogers Park is at. And all that more than that. So I was the only homie that stayed on Hyde Park and Market. And behind Market Street was where the essays was at. Mm-hmm. So I'm like basically like on the front line.
Yeah, you're holding
what I'm
down,
saying? By myself.
And then everybody could see you because of how you're getting around.
How I'm getting around. Yeah. So, and the people that really hung with me the most, to be honest, was other bloods from different neighborhoods that hung with me where I was at.
Because of your recognition at this point.
Yeah, my recognition. I was cool. I was the hangout spot.
You also,
at this point,
get love from everybody at Hood Days.
At this point, have you gone through your fitness transformation and gotten huge by this point?
No, I ended up going to prison.
Okay, that's
So this is the transformation goes. Now, from 2007 to 2010, I'm going through the gang activities. Most of the things that I deal with gang banging, I was involved with. I hung with the gangsters at the time. You know what I'm saying? Not the pretty boy hangout guys or the party crew. I hung out with the gang members because you got different cliques of every gang.
Is this a slightly older crew? Or more your generation?
No, more my generation.
They're also looking up to you. He's speaking for on the behalf of a lot of the young guys.
Yeah, for like you got different cliques in the neighborhood now. You got the party crew. You got the hustlers. You got the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, people that are running licks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I hung with the gang bangers. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are doing missions.
I don't think if you're not from LA or a lot of people don't maybe realize that LA, that it is different. You got people that are robbing people all the time.
Yeah.
You got people. You might people that have women on the track that are pimping.
Yeah.
But then you got people that are just gang banging all the way in.
Yeah, and the gang bangers, when the gang bangers, they cater to me more. You know what I'm saying? They checked on me more. They watched my back more. They came to check on me, holler at me. So I roll with them. But I was like, these are my homeboys from my neighborhood. So we call it. They're in a different part of the neighborhood. We call it the projects, and I hang out over there. You know what I'm saying? I hang out over there. So
did you guys assign yourself a clique name?
We call ourselves the projects.
The projects was a clique name.
Yeah, probably the clique name, man.
Okay.
Hung out, man. I always bring my boy Talk back, man, from Mexico, man. That's my big homie, man. You know what I'm saying? Free my boy Boner. You know what I'm saying?
You had Mexicans in the same.
He out Salvadorian, but a lot of people call him Mexican though.
Okay.
But
so this wasn't completely a black gang. There was some.
Yeah, some we got some Pakistanians from the hood, color Pakistani.
Really?
Yeah. We got a Filipino homie from the hood. A couple of Salvadorians, a couple of Mexicans. Yeah, a couple of Africans, Jamaicans.
Which is really rare.
All in Pyro.
All from neighborhood Pyro. Yeah, all from the set.
Were you saying it's not was rare in LA gangs?
No, much more so now. It seems like the gangs are not as
they're one race.
Yeah, in the '90s and probably the early 2000s was much more common. So I don't know. Jay knows better than I do.
So from 2007 to 2010, I was on my bullshit. Now I started walking on a cane. I started walking better. I walk on a cane, and I should still work out because the back of my building had a dip bar, pull-up bar when I was boxing, and my neighbor downstairs, he moved though. He was a neighbor downstairs in my building. He had a weight pal, and he's fresh off the pen. No, it was a female, excuse me, and her boyfriend fresh off the pen. She got him a weight pal, whatever. So he had a weight pal back there. So all my homeboys that's to the back of my building, I had to make them work out. Now when you come back here, man, you're gonna be working out. You know what I'm saying? So that was like
So you're coaching back then?
Yeah, we was fighting too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back there, like just back to back my building couldn't be no buster. That's how I put it back my building. Like you hang out here, you know, back here, you gonna have to prove that you can fight. You know what I'm saying? So all the fights went down my back of my building. And it was bloods from different neighborhood that came back there and fought. They had their issues and stuff like that. They fought in the back of my building and did push-ups and pull-ups and.
So did that act as a place where beefs could be settled within the Bloods and not necessarily be escalated to
girls came back.
Escalated to a level where there's a gun and there's a hit.
Yeah, girls that was from gang from Blood gang. They came back there fought in the back of my building. Guy came back there fought. Guy got put on the back of my building. Mandatory workout. Majority of the time, we had some guys that was just some cool homies that didn't work out, but they had to work out a little bit. But majority of the young guys have to work out. You know what I'm saying? They
How many guys did you have with these workouts you were running each day?
It depends. It depends. There's something like the workout if I was back there. If I'm back there, they'd be what's up, Jay Boots? I get some sets in. Like, no, I ain't tripping. This was back here for. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get as big as I am now, but I was still working out.
No, how large was the group of guys? Like how many men were out there?
Sometimes I get like 20 people, 20 guys back in the building. And cars that come pull up and park and play music and smoke weed and drink and it was just a hangout spot. You know, the warrior zone. You come warrior in the back of my building. You know what I'm saying? So all that went on from 2008 to 2010.
And you're doing this, and you got a cane.
Yeah.
Which is correct, and so I would imagine you get more and more accolades as a leader because you become a leader of not just your hood, but like a leader, a figure of Inglewood that everybody's looking up to.
Yeah. So I forgot to mention this. In 2009, they started a boxing gym in my Rogers Park. This is how the boxing coach coming in. 2009, we went to my park, Rogers Park, in the boxing gym. And Hector still running the gym. And Hector, I had to come back there, loaded, sometimes drunk, looking around, I punch the bag a little bit, and I get up out the gym. And then my homeboy come hit the bag and stuff like that. We come get out the gym. And then it'd be kids up in there that still knew who I was, man. They're like, oh, Jay Booth, I remember you used to box, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. You know, man, you could have been a champ. And that kind of like motivated, kind of like, man, made me think about like,
got
man,
these young men looking up to you.
Looking up to me, like I thought I was like a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like I took that like I'm just like a game banger now. You know what I'm saying? So, but little kids that was like little at the time, I was boxing amateur. They're probably like 8 or 9. That's like 15 now, 16. They knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wow. So Hector told me, he said, man, start coming to the gym more, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like kids still talk about you, stuff like that. I'm like, okay. So I come to the gym, and one little kid was like, hey, you wanna work the mitts? And at this time, my movement was a little better, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let me work the mitts with him. You know what I'm saying? So I have to do a 1-2. And I was like, man, teach him how to slip. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Teach him how to, you know what I'm saying, go around and roll around for the punches. And then I fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to leave. One little kid like, hey man, let me can I get the mitts? All right, come on. So I'm trying like 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? So Hector told me, man, he's like, man, he said, I need help with the kids, man. He said, I'll pay you out of my pocket if you come at least 5 days out the week. And I know in his mind, he knew what I was going through in life. You know what I'm saying? And he knew that it'd keep me out of the streets too.
Yeah.
And he knows me, and he know I love boxing so much. Cause I still was dealing with Hector. I still went to fights. Hector still took me to fights and stuff like that. When I was in my game banging stage on a walker and stuff like that. So he knew I love the sport of boxing a lot, and it's still in me. And he knows that I ain't gonna turn that down. And he know my determination. He know I will come 5 days out the week and train them kids. He know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and he know money talk. And he's like, I'll pay you out my pocket if you come.
This is 2009?
It's 2009. And I said, all right. So I was doing there 5 days out the week. I come there and help him with the kids. Now, at the time.
So everyone behind your building was like, "Where's J Boost? Why isn't he
Well,
pushing
not
weight
really, because I
around?"
was there for a few hours. Really from like 2:30 to 5.
And
Five.
later
From what
in the
I
evening,
can
you
tell,
go work out.
Then I go back to game bang.
It seems like the theme of your life is 1 foot and one
Yeah.
one door and 1 foot.
Here
in
we
the
are
other.
again.
Yeah, I go like right back to game bang. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be like the peaceful time of my life. And then a year later, man, I'm going to prison.
What did they accuse you of?
Assault with a firearm and terrorist threats.
Okay.
I was dealing with a woman and moved in with a woman, and she had a husband. So she was separated with, and we had a relationship, and it wasn't going correctly because I was young. She was like 40 years old. I was 26, and she had a daughter that was like 2 years younger than me. She had like 4 kids and stuff like that, and it was crazy. And where she stayed at was like in the Blood neighborhood. I was cool with the Brims. I love the Brims. She stayed in the Brim neighborhood, so it was like didn't really.
So you were a legend even for the older generation because this 4-year-old lady knew of you.
Yes.
And dated you, right?
Yeah, she, and we was having fun, and I left her house. I couldn't live with her no more. She got to a point where she started talking to me crazy. I guess I was young, you know what I'm saying? And I was messing with other females too, because I'm young and I'm popping at the time in the gang world. So I leave her house, and I got a pistol on me. I carry a pistol. I leave her house. I'm back in the hood on Hyde Park Market. I'm staying in hotel rooms. I'm staying at my mom's house. I'm staying at different girls' house. I'm staying out in the projects. In the hood, I'm staying different. I'm over bouncing around and I'm banging. You know what I'm saying? So she calling me, telling me she missed me and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm just shook. I love that she stayed in the Brims hood, in the St. Louis Brims.
You felt safe going over there.
I felt safe going over there.
Yeah.
So I caught the bus. I caught the 108, I think the 110, it's the Hyde Park bus with the pistol on me. Caught the bus over there. Got off on Gage in Vermont, and I pushed her house with the pistol on me, walking. I seen a couple of homies hit them up with the hood, they hit me back up. You know what I'm saying? I go over there, and when I go over there, her husband is sitting in the room, and shit. He there, and he get up. We said some words. I show him the gun. I even pulled the gun out on him. That's what they got in the police report. I pulled a gun out on him, or whatever. That's what they said. I just really showed him the gun. He backed up scared, and
the husband wasn't from that life, right?
no, he
More of a square.
So did she call you that day, that
She
hour?
called me-
Please
she
come see me, or
No, she
you were
called me-
kind of gonna
I
surprise
was
her?
surprised because
Okay.
she kept calling me to
Prior to that,
to come over.
Earlier-
I'm gonna come
earlier
over.
in the week or
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
gonna come over because
There's a lesson here too, which is
Yeah, lesson there,
a woman
yeah.
could be telling you one thing and living a completely another thing, just like
Yeah.
a man could be telling you one thing and living another.
well, like
Yeah.
you had your life in one foot in one life and 1 foot in the other.
Yeah.
It sounds like she did too.
Right.
Yeah,
right?
so she told me I miss you. I know I got mouth on me. I'm gonna work on that. I wasn't planning on going back with her, but I was gonna go over there. Hit it a couple of times. Shit like that. Chill in her house, watch TV. Just typical.
You're not trying between places.
She was a 40-year-old woman.
Yeah.
It's got to feel like there's some good parts of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She cooked for me and shit like that. And she stayed in the Blood neighborhood. Where she stayed at, next door where all the little Bloods hang out at. You know what I'm saying? So it was like home to me. So I'm gonna go through. That's like
another
going
victory tour lap.
Yeah, like I'm going back to going to the hood. So I'm just going through, pop up on her, surprise her. You know what I'm saying? And when I try to do that, he there. So I flashed a gun on him, and she's like, leave the house, whatever. So I leave the house. So she talking shit behind the house, inside the house. So I'm outside the house. We saying words back and forth, and then she's like, leave if I call the police. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave. Fuck it. So while I leave, I'm walking, and I cross Vermont.
You using the cane at this point.
Yeah.
So not walking.
No, after I had no cane.
Okay.
When I had no cane, I'm
Just a little bit of a drag, yeah.
Gangster stroll, yeah. So and I was a whole lot smaller then too. Now I carry a whole lot of weight, so a whole lot smaller, like about $175. So I'm walking across Vermont, and I get on 62nd Street, and the police. I see the police. They looking, and I'm like, they looking at me. I'm like, I know she didn't call the police on me. And then I kept walking, and they came around. When they bust a U-turn, and they came. I'm like, oh, that's me. I can't run or nothing.
Run.
Yeah.
Can't throw the gun.
So I was like, they're like, man, put your hands up. I'm like, I'm going to jail.
Did you have any priors?
I had the pistol right on me. Yeah. Right hanging out. Had a 32 Smith & Wesson.
Did you have a prior or a strike or anything like that?
I had no strike.
Okay.
I was on probation for marijuana sales and stuff like that. Cocaine possession, crack cocaine possession, stuff like that. So I ended up doing 5 years behind that. And I didn't really know the woman. I moved in with her like off the strength. And I didn't know the woman at all. And I didn't know she was gonna come to court. And there was kids in the house. I had different charges on me, child endangerment, all kinds of like gang enhancement, and all type of stuff. And then my public defender at the time, she able to get the main charge off of me, like the gang enhancement, the child endangerment. One thing she couldn't get off me was the assault, the firearm, because I got caught with the gun, and
the weapons charge,
and the criminal threats went with it because I got caught with the gun. So it was hard for her to get the criminal threats off me because I got caught with the gun. Hard for her to get the firearm off me because I got caught with the gun. The gun kind of really, if I didn't caught with the gun, I probably would have went to prison. You know what I'm saying? The charges, it would have been nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So you were charged with assault with a weapon, although you didn't assault.
Yeah, assault, no.
But it was a threat to assault. Like, well, what's the actual charge for that?
It was assault. The assault was basically saying like
intent to assault or
yeah. So I took the deal. They gave me $685.
You found out later who called? She did or he did?
Yeah, she did. She called the police. Yeah, I filled out a police report and all that. He was on the police report and all that.
Ah, shit.
The kid asked the kids questions and all that. Man. So I didn't know the woman. I don't know she gonna. They me like, you don't take this deal. She gonna come to court. So I'm like, man, I ain't gonna put my life in this woman's hands. Mm-hmm. So I took the 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Took the 5 years.
Where's this together?
This is 2010.
How long did y'all date for?
Huh?
How long were you guys dating for?
We dated for three. I moved in with her. I knew her for a week, and I moved in with her.
Mm-hmm. So only like 3 months or something?
For like 3 months.
So you really can't show. Yeah. Love isn't involved. She shows up and she might.
We know each other by living with each other.
Yeah, but you still.
She didn't know me and I didn't know her.
But you don't know enough about her to know how she's gonna act if she's in court.
So we just fucking and hanging out and partying. That's all we did.
And she was probably looking after her own best interest at that
she
time.
got a young dude.
By filing the report, trying to make it
seem
like
she's trying to get rid of you because
you were the crazy one,
right?
Not being clear that she's the one who's still talking to you. Yeah.
So I ended up doing 5 years, man.
And that's you go to Corcoran or
I went to the county jail for 5 months. I got sentenced. I went to reception. I went in reception Lancaster for 5 months. I went to CMC. I was in San Luis Obispo. Mm-hmm. I was there for 2 months. They sent me to Pleasant Valley because my homeboy Wack was trying to. It was a gang of my homeboys on another yard at CMC, and he had pulled over there, and he was trying to pull me over there to A yard. And I was on a lower terrain tier. Mm-hmm. So I had the cane, so that I was a lower terrain tier. So when they trying to move me to the AR where he was at, I guess the cell they had open, I had to go up some stairs. So the doctor was like, okay, for you to go over to AR, you had to go up these stairs. So they see me go up the stairs, they were like, nah, we're gonna send you to a lower terrain pen. No, I'm like, what? I didn't want to go back to the yard I was on because
They were separating the yards because you couldn't walk. Is that what was going on? Because
because on my homeboy,
because of your affiliation.
no, on my homeboy was on the yard, and my homeboy was like, I get you on the yard. Well, 'cause I had two homies from my hood over there. I had 3 homeboys.
They know all that.
Yeah,
They know they've assessed all that. Like
Yeah,
who
different
knows who
yeah,
in different places.
And then my homeboy ain't see me, and my G homeboy Whack, he ain't see me in years. He didn't know he knew I was paralyzed. I got paralyzed walking stuff like that, but he didn't. He just worked. So I was trying to get to my peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and he had the yard. You know what I'm saying? So, and that transaction didn't make because I couldn't walk. In the past I walk up the stairs test. So they sent me to Pleasant Valley. I was at Pleasant Valley. That's
a different facility
That's a
altogether.
different prison.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Pleasant Valley.
That's in Northern California, right?
Yeah, that's in Cocolinga, California, which is like Central Valley. I was in Pleasant Valley for 10 months, and then my points level I was level 3. My points level dropped, and
For the viewers don't know, there's level 3, level 4, level 5. When you get level 3 above level 4, you start lifers, right? People.
Yeah. Now.
So you can be on the yard with someone that is doing life versus when they're under level 3.
When you're level 3, it depends. Your points drop. Your points drop. That's
When you
where
say drop, does that mean good behavior and you get?
Like you don't get no write-ups. You don't go to the hole and stuff like that. And like with me, I wasn't in though because I wasn't in a position to play those roles, like to be real active in prison, and I have nothing to prove. I came to prison.
They knew who you were from Inglewood.
They knew I wasn't from the streets, and then all my activities was from the streets. I came into jail from what happened to me in the streets, so my injuries and all that shit was fucked up. So I dedicated all my time in working out. This is how I got into fitness and building my body. I started working out every day. I did push-ups every day. In county jail, we didn't have no dip bar, pull-up bars like that. It depends on where you went to different dorm rooms. You might have a pull-up bar, dip bar, or something like that. But you didn't really have like too many dip bar, pull-up bar. They took the weights out of California State Prison, so you didn't really have that. But on the yards in prison, they had dip bar, pull-up bars. So I went to prison. I stayed working out. I stayed working every day, and my body was just changing. And I had followers, man, because a lot of guys. It was a guy that was working out, but a lot of guys liked my drive, man. And
you back in that role that you were behind your house.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And at the gym, and
They also got to look up to you because they know that you were paralyzed. You're walking.
Yeah. So all my homeboys that was like blood, that was young blood. I motivated them, man. Come work out, man. Come get your size up, man. And I know all of them like girls, so that kind of get them to work out. But the girls don't like, girls. When you get out, man, shit, you got 10 months left. Shit, by the time you get out, man, all the girls are gonna be on you. You got all the muscles and shit like that. Oh, you for real? Oh, I see you getting big, so they can come work out with me. You know what I'm saying? And plus, being in prison, fights and riots, you want to be strong and have condition. That come to play too. You know what I'm saying? So my body started changing. And by me eating spreads, you know what I'm saying? The prison meals that we make, spreads, noodles and all that stuff. And, burritos. And my body started changing, man. And I had a program. And I have followers, man, different.
But it wasn't just from your card, right? Other people, other cards was looking at
other cards like Crips and even some essays, man, some Southsiders, the Mexican gangsters from Southern California. Then I went to different prisons. You had in North Daniel, and for Mexican gangbangers from North California.
Yeah, because you're all the way up there in Central Coast.
Central Valley, so that's where
you had Norteños and Serranos.
Yeah, Norteños and Serranos there. Then you had some Bulldogs as well too.
What's a Bulldogs?
Bulldogs and Mexican gangs from Fresno.
Oh, Bulldogs or Bulldogs?
Fresno Bulldogs.
Bulldogs,
yeah.
They call
That's why the football team had to get rid of that logo.
There's a lot of
on their helmet because the gang had taken it over.
Yeah, a lot of gangs that the Nazi lowriders, for example. That's something you're not gonna see in Southern California.
Some white guys that looked up to me, all because of what I've been through in the streets, and I was considered disabled. know what I'm saying? I had a eye injury, a back injury. I walk with a limp. I walk with a cane, and I was swole.
And if this guy's getting ripped, what
ripped.
excuse do I have? I better be out there working out with him and following
and
his
then
lead.
I love the floss for the nurses. Yeah,
That sounds like
I love the floss for the nurses and the women COs, and that's how I knew I was getting buff, because there's a gang of buff guys in prison. So, and they see all kind of buff guys. So if they see me and they look at me with lustful eyes, or give me attention, I know for sure that what I'm doing is right. So he had me out to show off in front of them, and I was getting no write-ups or nothing like that, man. And I was be doing push-ups right in front of the medical window at Corcoran, man. Yeah, man, I was be doing push-ups right there, man. And everybody's giving me my props. The male COs. I was at Corcoran I did 3 years at Corcoran. When I left Pleasant Valley, I finished my time at Corcoran. And Corcoran became like my home prison. At the time, I was there for 3 years on the same yard in the same building. So I knew all the COs, all the nurses. Basically, I was like a regular on that yard. And I was always in the yard working out. And
A CO is a correction officer.
Correctional officer.
And is that the prison guard, or is that a different role?
Prison guard.
Prison guard. Okay.
And they ask me tips. COs, man, how you get your shoulders like this, and what should I eat, man, and
They're like, you should be like, you're serving us the food. You see what I eat. You know?
Well, you got a commissary though, so
yeah, they come do raids and stuff like that, and they go through your stuff and your property. They go through I had pictures of me my fights and stuff like that. They're like, oh, man, you was a boxer? Oh, I didn't know you was a boxer. And then they start talking to me on the yard. I walk the yard, man. A CEO come walk up to me, man, like, so you was a boxer, man. And
you get preferential treatment for that too.
yeah, they start looking.
So you got fans even in the enforcement right there.
You know what I'm saying? I told them my story and stuff like that, and then everybody was like, and one CEO told me like, man, you ever thought about giving back, being a trainer? I said, I thought about it. They said, man, that could be your gift. So I thought about it, and every day everybody kept asking me for fitness tips, and I kept getting younger guys.
You remember that CEO's name?
Padilla. CEO Padilla. Padilla's one of them. The Big Show. That's Moss at Corcoran.
So they're over there, they're motivating you.
Yeah. Yeah, we call him the Big. He did like the Big Show, the wrestler. We call him the Big Show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember some of their names. So a while ago. Can't remember some of the names.
But someone planted that.
But they saw something in you. They saw.
You can give it back to the community, which makes sense because they don't know that you're holding mitts for the kids down at Rogers Park.
Yeah. So
you're by definition polarity.
Yeah.
You're either doing good or up to no good.
So yeah, man. I was like, when I get out of prison, I'm gonna be a fitness trainer. I don't really know the boxing coach because I had to get in that world again. But I just knew I want to be a fitness trainer, and with the skill that I have as a boxer, and I have trained kids before as boxing, I knew I can use that as my format in training. So that was my goal. So like when I get out, I want to be a fitness trainer. So I kept working out every day, kept working out. It was hard to kind of teach inmates how to box because it's like, I can like...
Backfire.
Yeah, backfire to...
You also don't know because you're in a different war zone.
Different world, yeah. So it's like, it's kind of difficult to teach a motherfucker. I could probably tell a motherfucker what to do or how to throw a punch, stuff like that. But I couldn't really like get them on some real boxing techniques.
They didn't have a punching bag and
they did at Pleasant Valley. They did. They had a punching bag. But if I was like my homeboy I had a celly named Time Bomb from Black P-Stones in Pleasant Valley. And we really go into boxing techniques, but I gave him a few little tips. But we didn't do no boxing techniques. But if I was in a cell living more, if I had like a celly, I could really do some boxing training with him. When I got to a 2-yard, my point dropped down to a 2-yard, when I was at Corcoran, I was in a dorm setting, so it's hard. You can't teach nobody.
You don't have a cell anymore.
Yeah, you don't have no cell anymore, so it's not enclosed. So I mean,
it's like a gymnasium with bunk beds all over.
It's like a dorm. So I'm in a dorm with.
So at that point, that's like you've been. Is it almost rewarded? Like you're on good behavior. You're at 2 level.
They taking off time too at the time?
No, they take up no time because.
Are there privileges when you get put into 2?
2 yards, the yard kind of stay open a little more. You get more night yard. You go in and
Just
out.
get a little bit more freedom to stretch the legs and work out and
you get
exercise, get sunlight.
Yeah, because like on 3 yard or 4 yard sometimes, it's hard for you to get yard because of riots.
No, I heard that the carts, everybody's in the same place.
Yeah.
But they all got
where's the cart exactly?
Cards is like you got blood card.
Oh, it's a set within a click within the jail.
Nortino, Serenos.
And the cribs got different branches because there's so many different cribs. You got the neighborhood cribs, you got the whole.
So you only call them carts when you're in the pen, right?
Yeah, cards. Yeah.
Card or cards?
Cards, like cards, like CARDS. Then you got the white boys. They got their card. You got the Woods, the skinheads. You got the.
What's Woods?
Woods, like Pecker Woods. That's the
white boys.
White boys, yeah. So,
but they're not the neo-Nazi. They're not the skinhead.
No, that's 2 different cards. But they kind of run. They kind of run with the skinheads, but they don't.
And a question about Latin.
The Woods would be like a
doesn't everyone become a Serenio in the?
No, you got the Pisces. The Pisces. You can run Pisces. Yeah. If you're like a non-affiliate Mexican,
you're a Paisa. You're either a Paisa or a Southsider.
Either Paisa or Southsider.
Right.
But you from up north.
But all the Mexican gangs will unite in prison under.
No, not in the Central Valley.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's very different.
If it was down here.
You also got the Nazi lowriders.
Yeah. Like if you're white.
Nazi lowriders, white or Mexican?
Well, they could be both.
If you're a white boy, if you're not a gangbanger, 19, you're gonna be a Wood. If you kind of like in the gang world, you kind of be rolled the skinhead, you be with that with the thunderbolts. They have the thunderbolts and stuff like that on them, and all the little whatever they got going on. You be part of that crowd, and then you got the Norteños, essays. You got those. You got the different cards. You know what I'm saying? So.
But the level 2, everybody is underneath the same roof, but everybody has.
You've proven yourself that you're not going to start running.
You have your own little area, but you can't walk. You can't walk through those areas. Those areas are like.
Yeah.
You got to take your own route.
It still be riots. It still be riots on the 2 yard. It's be riots, but.
People were getting. They're coming at the end of their time. They're looking.
It's like a lot of people got short time. They got lifers. They got a lot of lifers there that have worked themselves down to a 2 yard, and they kind of like set the mood of the yard where like everything is like really in like control. Only how a riot kind of really goes down is like off drugs, because drugs and all that stuff kind of flows more in the 2 yard because it's more wide open. So like people with other like debts. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers might be a black, it might be a blood or a crip dude, might be getting drugs from like the white boy. They might got some the drugs or something on the yard, and he probably on the depth. He probably owed the Woods probably $2,000. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get him off the yard. You know what I'm saying? Or if they don't get him off the yard, they might say if he don't pay the $2,000, he don't get him off the yard. Then we gonna set it off. You know what I'm saying? That could be a riot. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that.
And how is that transaction going to go down? Is he getting someone from the outside to pay someone from the outside on the other on the other guy's side, or
you're not
gonna have $2,000 of cash in there?
I really don't really know how it really goes. I never really was involved with the drugs like that, but I know the 2 yard is open. So the
more transactions happen on the
2 yard because it's just a more open prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's kind of like how the riots kind of really go. Cause everything else be kind of like civilized more. You know what I'm saying? Everything more civilized more. So you kind of be more open to dealing with other races, other cards. So I'll be open to. So
especially you're not in the cell anymore.
You're not in the cell, so that's how I was able to talk to Woods and talk to some skinheads, few skinheads, or some Southsiders. Norteños. We share the bars with the workout pal with the Norteños. We don't share with the Southsiders. They got their own. We got their own work weight pal. They kind of share with the Woods.
You understand? Like they got their own little recreation.
Yeah, so we it's kind of like that's the politics. So like I was able to, even some Southsiders might ask me or something like that. Like
you are who you are, which is a leader, and you lead by example.
Yeah, so they even ask me little workout tips or something like that, or everybody it'd be kind of cool, and it don't be like how everybody seems to be. You know what I'm saying? So I did 5 years. I paroled to Long Beach. Paroled to Long Beach and then a transitional home.
So is that how you ended up in Long Beach then?
I ended up in Long
Because
Beach.
of that.
And I went to Safe Refuge. Shout out to Safe Refuge. And part of my transformation, I was on parole. It was like a halfway house / like a drug program also. So a lot of people that had different.
Was drug use ever really part of your past? Like as a problem? I mean.
I sold drugs before.
But not use, right? I mean, it wasn't.
I smoked weed.
But that was good. That helped you get the exercise.
Only hard drug I used
tingle
before ever was ecstasy pills. That's when I was young, 18.
Yeah.
18 kind of.
But it wasn't really part of your.
No,
your
that was like a
criminal
party.
past.
That was like a party drug.
Yeah.
About to have sex or something like that. You had a club, they pop you a pill, you'd be up for 3 days or something like that, and it goes away. It wasn't like a addiction, not like that. I went to my drinking stage, and stuff like that. But those wasn't really like the issues of my activities in the streets. It was just.
So when you get out, like, hey, I'm not going back.
Yeah. So when I get out, like Long Beach is different.
It's a crip neighborhood. It's mostly. Right?
Yeah, but it's different from Inglewood.
Different from Inglewood. It's different from Inglewood. It's a distance from Inglewood, and.
But you have some anonymity. You could be. Could be anonymous.
Yeah, I start my own life in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And I'm not too far from LA, not too far from the main cities.
Go see your auntie at least?
Yeah, and I'm still in the mix, cause Long Beach is like a city still in the mix, but not like out in Orange County or Westminster or somewhere out the outskirts of LA.
People gotta understand about Long Beach too is you got downtown Long Beach.
Yeah.
You got Belmont Shores. You got the East Side. You got Naples. You got Bixby Knolls.
There's a lot of Long Beaches in Long Beach, right?
Yeah. North Long Beach.
Yeah.
So you could be literally Long Beach being one of these cities.
Where do you live? Close to the gym?
Right now I live downtown Long Beach.
Downtown. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I was in the transitional home, Safe Refuge. I was there for 20 months, and I had to take groups, and I was working out there. I was lifting weights, and as I started getting bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Different diet now, more options.
More options. I was off the weight pal. I was on the dip board, pull up board prison. You know what I'm saying? And now
you got some iron.
I got some iron.
Right.
So now I'm getting big. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating good too. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm getting a network more.
Got more women to motivate you.
Got more women motivating me. I'm getting visits.
And not just the nurses through a window. You can.
Yeah. And I'm getting visits and stuff like that. And then boom, man. I want to be a fitness trainer. I'm gonna be a fitness trainer. And
something that Padilla has said to you on the inside.
Yeah, so now I'm getting my 5-year plan together. This is 2015. I'm getting my 5-year plan together, what I want to do. Because this stuff you got to do when you're in groups. And at Safe Refuge, we going through all different kind of groups. So now I'm getting my mind right.
For people don't understand groups too, groups is like you get a group of people together that for the most part the same background, that are having an open dialogue about what direction, where, how, what direction they're going to go about. And in some ways it's a great therapy and mechanism to let you know that there's other people out there that have your same background or a similar story. And also saying, hey, look, with this dialogue here, it's easier for me to get back on my path and not lose perspective and not fall back in the streets.
Yeah. So now I'm telling my story now. Now I'm telling my story in all different groups. I'm listening to other different stories. I'm getting my thoughts together where I want to be, when I leave the transitional home. Because I wasn't able to train people or nothing like that. Because had curfew, had groups, and different names of groups and stuff that goes like anger management. I can't remember the name of the groups. Those are one of the ones I remember. And critical thinking. That was one of the groups. At least had like at least 6 or 7 groups a day. And
Full class schedule, huh?
yeah, so now I'm trying to figure out how can I be this trainer. So I'm thinking that I know I've been a boxer. I trained kids at the boxing gym. So now I'm trying to get jobs at now they got a job program where you can go fill out for job application. So now I'm hitting up all these fitness gyms, 24-hour fitness. I got a resume. I made a bomb resume, all different resumes. Fitness, Crunch Fitness Gym, LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness, all kind of gyms, you name it. Man, them all up. And I went to a few interviews, and one thing I didn't have was a certificate, a personal trainer certificate. I didn't have no stamp behind what I was talking. I had a good game and all that, and I had a good story behind it, but I have no stamp. So now I know, like, I gotta go to school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, that's what I gotta throw my fire plan. I gotta go to school. I gotta aim higher. I gotta get a certificate. And my mom was telling me, like, okay, that's good. You wanna get a personal training certificate? How about what you try to get an AS degree? That might lead to a better direction in what you're trying to do. I said, okay, cool. So I met a guy named Robert. I think it's Robert. Can't remember his last name. He's a Hispanic guy, and he was a person that was at Safe Refuge. That was like an alumni there, and he came there to speak one time, and I was telling my story, that he was involved with Jackrabbits boxing gym, and he's talking like, yeah, I heard you used to be a boxer, man, and you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. He said, man, I can't take you today, but one of these days, I'm gonna take you to Jackrabbit boxing gym, man. And he said, you know what, Jackrabbit? I'm like, I've been there a couple of times. I think I sparred there maybe back in the days. I think it was a different name then. He said, yeah, man, I changed the name and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I know about it, but I don't know where it's at. He said, don't worry about it. I'll take you there. So
what year was this when you met Robert?
2016.
16, okay.
2016. So he took me to Jackrabbit gym, and I met Ivan. I think you wasn't there yet, Trevor. I think you wasn't there yet. I think I didn't see you there, but I met Ivan, and I worked with the mitts with a few guys. There was a guy from my neighborhood, that was a boxer. That was thinking about turning pro. He was boxing there. I was working with him on the mitts.
I think I remember him. Was he built?
Yeah.
Light skinned cat?
Yeah.
With tats. Yeah.
When you said from your neighborhood, you mean from Inglewood?
From neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
From Pyros?
Yeah, from Pyro.
Yeah, I remember when he
Pyro?
came
What's the
in.
name of it? Pyro?
Pyro, neighborhood Pyro.
Neighborhood Pyro.
P-I-R.
Yeah. The homie A Mo. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm not too sure. I forgot his hood name. I'm sorry, my brother. Mm-hmm. Sorry, man.
I remember watching him spar coming in. Man, he was like he had a build on him too.
He ripped up, man.
Yeah.
And southpaw. He's southpaw. So I started training him on the mitts. And I even looked at him, okay, I even seen something in me. And I started coming there a little more with Robert. And he was like, man, you're part of this boxing club, man. I told him my story, a little snippet of my story. Not everything, just a little snippet of my story. And I even took a liking to me. And I wasn't able to come back regulars like that because I was still the halfway.
Still doing groups,
so when I was able to get situated, get my money together and everything. Now, by 2017, I discharged from there. I grew out that situation, and I became a roommate with my god sister. We had got an apartment, and we had got an apartment in North Long Beach, on off Artesia and Orizaba. And I'm like, okay, now I'm here. I got no groups. I got no nothing. Now like I need some clientele. I need to boost my fitness training. So I was like, so my mom was like, why don't you go to Compton College? Cause our Compton College is right off Artesian.
It's right. Yes, right.
It's right there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. So I went to Compton College. So the first classes I took was boxing and nutrition. Cause of you gotta find your major. So I'm okay. My major is physical education, which is it switched over to kinesiology. So the first 2 classes I took was I seen boxing. I'm like, okay, I'm taking that. Boom. And I seen nutrition. I'm like, okay, that's part of what I'm into because you gotta get it's all about it's more than just working out. So I gotta get my nutrition knowledge up together too. So boom, I took that. So I started a boxing class. So when the professor was up there, her name was Christy Rosario.
You know who Chris is? She's one of the first female boxers from our local boxing club.
Yeah.
There was 3. She's from El Monte, right? It's been
Chrissy what?
El Monte.
Christy Rosario.
Rosario.
Yeah.
Is she?
She's a professional ref now, but she's also.
I know who that is. Yeah, I know who it is.
She's got a blonde hair lady with a ponytail.
Yeah. I would know. I've seen her as a ref. Yeah, I remember.
And she refereed one of my.
She refereed in the amateurs first.
Yeah, she refereed
now
in the
she's
amateurs.
pro ref.
She refereed,
I remember her.
She refereed one of my fights, and she couldn't quite remember because she refereed so many fights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and she like you look familiar. You know what I'm saying? And I had braids at the time. I was younger, a whole lot smaller. So we knew the same people. You know what I'm saying? Because we being a part of boxing culture.
Boxing is a small world.
Small world. So I basically became a teacher in her class. I helped her with the class. So now I'm learning how to run a class, how to be professional, how to run a boxing and aerobics type class. So now I'm getting clientele at the school.
Nice.
And through the streets, I'm buying equipment. I'm buying mitts. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying boxing gloves. So now I'm starting to get more out there, more in different gyms, meeting different people. You know what I'm saying? I go back in there to Jackrabbits boxing gym a couple of times. Not on regular, but I go there a couple of times. And then a whole year go by. 2017, whole year go by. So now 2018, I moved to I saved enough money to get my own place, and I moved up to downtown Long Beach. And so now I'm like, okay, now I'm still in school. I'm doing good, getting good grades, taking taking the class I need to take, and so now I'm like, okay, now it's time to boost my career up for the boxing and fit training. But I want to be a boxing coach as well. I want some fighters. You know what I'm saying? I want to be more involved into the boxing world.
Yeah.
Even though I love the fitness world, but I want to be involved in both worlds.
Yeah.
So I even thought about doing some man physique modeling, some man physique bodybuilding. I thought about doing that. I went to a couple of them shows, and I went to other different gyms and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing in 2018, and then I went to Jackrabbits boxing gym a couple of times. Brought a client up in there a couple of times. I talked to Ivan, said, "You ain't been in a while." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get stuff still situated." So fast forward to now, 2019, around the summer. I told Ivan I'm ready to be here more and contribute more to the kids and to help boxers and to build my brand. And Ivan talked more about my life. He started to know more about me. Yeah. I explained to him more. I wasn't so boxed in. I didn't open up as much on my first because I wasn't around as much. So I was able to open up to him more. And I'm meeting different people. I met Trevor. You know what I'm saying? I met you. You know what I'm saying? I started getting into the field of things and
your responsibility starts to grow in the gym too.
Yeah.
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 And
running those workouts on the side, kicking our asses
Yeah,
over there,
yeah.
body weight workouts.
Because you got two things going on at the gym.
yeah, at the gym.
You got the strength and conditioning, and then you're training all the amateurs that are on their way up right now.
On the way up now. So now I brought a different life into the gym. I brought help. More than just boxing, the fitness aspect.
Are you training in the mornings too? You training in
well,
I come from college.
I go to school, so.
Oh, you're still going.
Yeah, he's taking. Wait, hold on, if I can remember. Is it statistics right now?
I'm taking anatomy right now.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
And algebra.
Yeah.
And I ain't been to school since high school, so algebra's killing me right now. But anatomy is deeper than what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can say. It's way deeper than what I thought. It's way.
How close are you to getting your associates?
Well, I get my personal trainer certificate, and by the end of this year.
Awesome.
So that's great. And I need 3 more classes to get my AS degree in kinesiology, which that'll be next year.
Oh, wow.
What I would like to do is I would like to first of all do another workout with you on the side.
Yeah, it would be cool to do a
we
workout
should
with
do
you
a
on
workout.
camera.
Yeah.
You'll probably kill us though,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know what the
I
hell.
think it'd be fun for viewers. The follow up.
Yeah, we could do an hour.
We got the great life story of Jay Boos in this podcast episode, but then in a follow up short video, just kick our asses in a workout.
Yeah, we let people know what you do. Although
what it's like, and
it's gonna be a lot
maybe
of
people hitting you up for workouts.
Cause that's why make me different from a personal trainer is because the boxing background I got.
Right.
And then in the boxing world,
Yeah, and if you also want to get prison buff, you got that background too.
not to mention that there's a bunch of people that are personal trainers that are not leaders.
yeah, they're not leaders. Yeah,
And now there's something that you've proven yourself to be time and time again in different situations.
yeah,
Which is the definition of a leader, whether that be a leader behind your place in Inglewood,
Yeah.
whether you being leading people on the yard. And the fact is that you have that charisma to you that translates over. And I see that with the kids. I see that with the girls that you work with.
Yeah.
I see that with everybody at Jackrabbits, that when they see you, you got that dynamic personality where people are going to gravitate to you and they believe in your process.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of things that teachers and trainers don't have.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of personal trainers out there,
Yeah.
but there's only one J Boos, right?
Only one Jay Booth,
Right.
man.
Jay Boos, so where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
5 years now, I see myself a top strength and conditioning coach, a top boxing trainer.
He's on TV with us.
On TV with y'all, so
Yeah, we got a great stable, right? On the way up.
We got a lot of people at Jackrabbits doing a lot of things.
5 or 7 years, we keep them on path.
yeah. So I don't know.
Because I think that's a good exercise. You talked about how in your meetings
Yeah.
throughout the program, you had written 5-year plans. But I think it's something to check in with yourself, even after that program. I try to do something like that, but you're definitely on a different trajectory now. And I didn't realize you were still in the classes over there at Common College. So
Yeah, so like my fire plan.
exciting to hear what
got out of prison.
comes the next couple of years.
I got out of prison in summer of 2015. So next year be 2020. That's 5 years. So right now I'm on a good program right now. I'll be getting my AS degree in next summer. That's 5 years. So I'm working.
That's a great, yeah.
You
That's a
think
great
you're
5 year.
going to pursue a bachelor's? Have you thought about
Yeah, I'm thinking about pursuing a bachelor because I want to be a PE teacher for junior high. I dealing with kids.
Where would you do? Cal State LA or Dominguez Hills or UCLA?
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Stay close to the gym.
What
Cal
was
State
that?
Long
Beach. Yeah,
Cal State Long Beach.
What are we doing?
Long Beach. I'll be
Stay close.
at junior high.
Right.
And I want to work with kids more at junior high because that's where it starts with the game banging.
That's where
That's when it starts with the drugs. That's when it starts with everything. In high school, you might be a little late. You know what I'm saying? I think because high school is kind of like going through one ear and out the other. How I did with me, you know, to go through one ear and out the other. So high school might be a little too. You can get them in high school. You might not get all of them, but you probably get some in high school. But in junior high, you probably get a little more because
those are formidable years.
Yeah, and they hear and they see it from you, and you kind of can scare them a little bit. Not scare them in a way to like They're scared of you, but scared of that lifestyle.
Talking about the reality. See,
The reality
shot
of
in the face and
Yeah.
almost couldn't
And
walk.
they kind of see a kid in high school probably be like, oh, my brother was shot in the face. He cool and like, and I got shot last week because he's 16. He had some sex. You know, he done drunk a little bit, been drunk before, smoked some weed. You know what I'm saying? Been socked a few times, been shot at. So he thinks
he's on.
It's gonna take him a little longer to come back to.
Yeah. So he already
maturity,
he already kind of got a taste of it a little bit. So it'd be hard for him to touch. But a kid in junior high, it'd be a little more easier to touch because he ain't that little 13.
He's about to get recruited into a clique soon, and
that little 12, 13-year-old kid gonna be like
impact him early. Yeah.
Yeah, impact him early. So that's one reason why I want a bachelor's degree. I want to be a PE teacher.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad you shared that story with us, and I think people who are tuned in will really enjoy hearing your story and following you, and because now I'm glad I didn't know. I know you have your aspirations in the fitness side of things, but I didn't really realize what you wanted to do with the youth in the actual public schools. So that's something that we're gonna want to hold you accountable and check in with you in 5 years.
Yeah, man.
So by the time we're on TV, by the time you're in PE teachers, we're gonna make sure and our viewers and listeners will follow up with you and we'll always check in on that 5-year plan. I think.
Yeah, man, that's more motivation. That's more motivation.
Yeah.
I like them. That's motivation. You want me to keep going up and up the ladder.
And in the meantime, I think
gotta follow Jay Boots on Instagram if you need some inspiration on getting fit.
Oh yeah.
I try not to look at his Instagram too much. I'll start feeling bad.
Exactly. If you see someone, been shot in the face, shot in the back, and he's still able to work out to a level where got the chisel like a Greek god. You have no excuses.
Show our listeners where they work out with you, so people get a perspective.
Yeah. We'll put it on our YouTube.
It's gonna be you working out and us failing.
I've been through some of those workouts before, man.
Yeah, you've done it.
Kills me.
So you can look me up on Jay Boots, man. JAY _BOOST 700 or hashtag Jay Boots Fitness, hashtag Jay Boots Boxing. There you go.
Anybody want to shout out or anything like that?
I want to shout out to my mom. Hey, Mom, Carmen. Shout out to Brother E. I want to shout out to
Brother E's barbershop on
Barbershop. Mm-hmm. I want to get a shout out to Safe Refuge. I want to get a shout out to the whole city of Inglewood. I want to get a shout out to Ivan for giving me the opportunity to relive my life in the boxing world. City of Long Beach. Long Beach been good to me. I love Long Beach. Rest in peace to Rosemo. Rest in peace to Sean Mack. Shout out to my boy Rucci. He got an album. He got an album just came out, Taco Sun. Shout out to my pops. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, who else?
Your auntie?
My auntie Sandy. Oh, Auntie Sandy. My auntie Sandy, shout out to her. Rest in peace to my granny. She she passed away when I was in prison. And she used to come to all my fights as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's about it. If I didn't touch everybody, shout out to my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I'm not a game maker no more, but I'm always gonna be a member. That's what it is. The neighborhood pyro, they part of my life. Shout out to everybody, man. I hope everybody in good in God's hand. Everybody doing well. And man, thanks for the opportunity for letting me share my story. Shout out to this podcast as well.
Yeah, thanks for
sharing your story.
We've been talking about it, and we finally got you in here. So, got you in here last moment, but it ended up being the universe spoke. So, we appreciate it.
Well, appreciate everyone who's tuning into this episode. If you've enjoyed this story, share it with somebody. Give it to somebody. Send it to them in a message. Someone that you think would get something out of this. Leave us a review, and don't forget to subscribe to all of our platforms. All right, thank you guys so much. See you guys next time.
All right.